This is either madness or brilliance.
That's got to be the best part I've ever seen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. It's your boy Rumboyz Robbie, aka the Admiral. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. It has been a stressful motherfucking week, but luckily we are here to help you guys go ahead and dial it back a little bit. So go ahead, crack open a cold one, go ahead, pour up a shot. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax. This is Rumboyz. Oh shit. Rumboyz After Dark. Dilly. As always, I'm here mixing it up on the ones and twos. Let me go ahead and introduce our very loyal, trustworthy, and esteemed pirate crew. Ladies and gentlemen, first up, representing the GMM Network, Bogart Scott-Free.
Yes, mushrooms, give me money. You know what I'm saying? We here. We have arrived. It's Friday. You know, the bar's open. Let's ride.
Bar's open. That's right. By the way, as I bring up these guests, make sure you guys check out all of their YouTube channels, all their podcasts. You can check out all the Rumboyz members in our homie section. So make sure you get up with all of our cast and crew. Next up, representing our crew as well, but make sure you check them out. Clock Management Fantasy Football on the clock, clockmanagement.com, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know him as Justin. Around this office, we call him White Chocolate.
What up? You know, I'm always on time. We're just over here living it up. So I just want to say what's up.
I'm not always there when you call. I'm not always. It's murder. I thought he was going right into the jail room shit. I was like, look at him. He's setting it up.
Everybody living it up, we said.
So much pain, you know, but pain is love. So
I see what you did there.
Ladies and gentlemen, next up, you guys have seen before. We're gonna mix it up a little bit here. You guys have seen him here before on Rumboyz NFL AM. Make sure you guys download their app and check them out. The Fantasy Fan Fantasy Football Cast, representing the Fantasy Fan Fantasy Football Podcast. Fantasy Spin.
Friday night. January's done. Let's go. 2021. Give me money.
2021.
Give me money. I love it.
That's a shout out right there.
That is a shout out. I love how when Bogart is here, he still gets shout out.
This is a depressing time. This is a depressing time of the year with sports. So we're gonna make the best of it. We're gonna do it up.
And ladies and gentlemen, representing the Belly Up Fantasy Football Podcast, well, the Belly Up Network. I mean, they cover it all over there: hockey, baseball, basketball, you name it. Representing the Belly Up crew, ladies and gentlemen, Aga Cappy Sig, Chris Pinto. Oh, yeah, I knew he was gonna do it.
There he is.
Fuck
Yes.
With the Texans logo right there.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna move. We're gonna move him
gentlemen,
around.
it's After Dark.
What is good?
What up, Chris?
Man, I'm doing great. How are y'all doing?
Man, shit, couldn't complain.
No, fuck no, can't complain when we have this excellent.
Waiting for these mushrooms to hit a little harder, and then
Let's
we're
roll,
there.
baby.
Let's go.
It's the countdown.
Hey, representing Front Yard Fantasy Football, ladies and gentlemen, John Luke. We are gonna call him JL, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all call him JL. What is good, bro? DMV is in the building. What's good, Mo?
What's good, Rumboyz? Glad to be here.
What's happening?
I brought you some Centenario, some Costa Rican rum for you boys.
Nice.
Ooh, we're gonna get into the first shot of the night ever so shortly.
Man.
Ever so shortly here. Let's go ahead, get into our very next guest. I actually was just on his show. He's you guys have seen him over on Sportscaster. If you follow the Rumboyz on Sportscaster, then you're probably following this other sportscaster as well. ladies and gentlemen, co-founder of the Unwrapped Sports Network, host of Keeping It Blunt podcast, Harry Ashton.
What up, boys? How we doing after dark? I'm pumped to be here. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, welcome aboard, Perry.
Let's get it, guys.
Oh, you already know what's about to happen. And then finally, or not finally, we have two more guests backstage for you guys. This guest, really huge on Instagram. He is blowing it up on the YouTube, like 1.3 some odd. I can't fucking say how many subs. He's blowing up. He's a Seahawks fan. He's holding it down for the whole entire Filipino community. Ladies and gentlemen, Steezy A. Smith.
Hey,
What
up,
it do?
yo? What's going on, man?
What's
happening,
up,
Steezy?
What's up, man? Looking sharp.
Man, I try. Can you guys hear me though? You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear
you're
you.
all good.
How's it sound?
Man,
in the chat?
On y'all for real.
Bro,
Hey, man.
we're going to have a good
Pleasure.
night. We're going to have a good night, man. We appreciate you being on. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, our brother here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, hands down, like your chief editor is cool and all, and mad respect your chief editor, but my chief editor is a motherfucking badass. He is a workhorse. He is a machine. He is also a graphic designer. Ladies and gentlemen, fantasy football peacock.
Menage! I love all those references. Justin. We are doing it.
What up here without you?
What up?
Exactly. Where would I be without you guys on a
What
Friday
can I
night?
say? I'm real, man. I'm just real.
He's gonna do that all night. It's gonna go over all our heads.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Oh,
But yeah, just like
shit,
Robbie
that's
was
funny.
saying, make sure you check out all the stuff that the writer's been putting out on rumboys.com. We had 2 new articles dropping today, so check those out. And of course, all the lovely graphics that we like to mess around with. Sometimes
I do want to say, our chief editor will beat your
Just
chief
funny.
editor's ass.
My dad's stronger than your dad.
Dramatically, most likely. No, I don't know. Actually, I've been very tired lately. Like if you guys see an error in one of the articles, like let me know right away. I'll go back and fix it.
Hey, that TikTok where the dude he's like, you know who would beat Harry Potter to Wizard duel, bro? Buster Rhymes. And now your whole village has dicks on their foreheads, dude. That is wild. Whoa, that's grammatically improper. Hold on, let me fix it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead. First off, we're gonna pay some bills. Bogart, Monkey Knife Fight.
Hey, check this out. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get some money to pay your bills, or you're foolishly spending your money that's supposed to be spent on bills on legal, legit, daily fantasy sports prop action, then you're heading on over to monkeyknifefight.com and you're using promo code Rumboyz in all caps, and no cap will match that first deposit all the way up to $50. We got one more NFL game left, and it's a big one. Squeeze the juices out of all the props that you can. We got NBA in full effect. Hockey's. We got hockey. We got hockey. We got hockey. You see that? And we got baseballs around the corner too. Once again, that's promo code Rumboyz when you head on over to monkeyknifefight.com and download that MKF app, by the way.
Hell yeah. Hey, Dilly, MKF. What would I be without you? Let's go ahead.
MKF, give me my name.
Give me money. Yo.
Killed the promo
Ja Rule
read.
voice.
I was mesmerized, man.
Yeah, beautiful, man.
I have no idea how the fucking Ja Rule references became a thing with this stat, but it's
It was
hilarious.
Sven. It was Sven one day backstage. He's like I show up like almost late like I do, and then I then he's like, oh, he's here. And what would I be without you?
Oh my
I go to
Oh,
Fast and Furious
shit.
every time, man. When he loses, and then Menage, and he's like, oh!
Oh shit, that's funny.
Hey, y'all ready to do what we came here to do?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Of course,
Let's
have
get
some
it.
fucking drinks. First things first. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rump boys and girls want to do. Dilly, y'all.
We need who's gonna die tonight first, right? Come on,
Yeah,
our
drop your
comment.
over.
Let's go, viewers.
Drop your over-unders in the chat, guys. Who's the first one to drop?
Who going down first?
Who's going down first? JL's like me.
It's me. Let's be real.
I don't
I
know,
put my
man.
money. So the odds are on JL. That's the money.
You went to Clemson. You better activate beer pong body.
Clemson was a long time ago, bro.
Jean-Luc. Can I just call you Jean-Luc?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Jean-Luc.
Oh, you got to
And Pierre.
You have a nickname and a thing that's
Pierre
over
Aston.
now.
We got like some. Yeah, I don't know. Names are cool. You know what I'm saying? Like when you don't know someone's content, sometimes it's the name that gets you to click on it. Like, oh, that's Jean-Luc. Oh, let's see that.
Yep. Oh, they made one winter foreskin. Like, oh, I'm gonna click on
Steezy A. Smith. I was like, oh, let's peep that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly. I was like, yeah, let me check this dude out. Hey, let's go ahead.
Hold on. Hey, I'm getting
After a couple shots.
Go ahead. Hold
on. My daughter. Apparently, someone made a mess on the stairs.
I know exactly who too.
It was probably you. It's probably you, Bogart. He's blaming the kids.
The Houston Texans.
Damn it, you kids were supposed to clean this up.
The Houston Texans hired David Culley as head coach, and Deshaun Watson has formally requested a trade. And yes, there were pressers today that had this show sheet was written before the pressers. And that's my fault. But Deshaun Watson has formally requested a trade. Of course, the organization is now saying that there's no interest in trading Watson. They want to work with Watson. Coley's saying, I was brought here because of Watson. What do you guys believe that the future outlook is of this team? And we start with Justin.
Man, so I think a lot of people are looking at this kind of backwards, right? Like people are looking at this like, oh man, the Houston's screwed. No, Houston's been screwed. They finally got rid of Bill O'Brien. They're finally starting to go in the right direction. Like it's bright. The future is bright for them. Right now isn't so bright. I mean, it's a dark time, but Bill O'Brien did that to them. But now they can start to move forward from here, having draft picks again, actually building a team instead of selling a team for giving a team away. Because I guess to sell it, you would have to get something. So, I mean, I think that they got a bright future ahead of them, and like things are going in the right direction. It's just going to take time to get there.
Okay. Let's keep it moving. JL, you were up.
Yeah, I don't think it's good for the Texans. I'm a Deshaun truther. He was there at Clemson when I was. It was a good couple years. I think that they'll probably. I don't know that they'll be any good if they keep him. So this is probably the best move for them. But I'm not doing that. I'm being able to turn that around in the next 3 years.
Okay. So you're under the impression that Deshaun will stay, or
I think they'll probably trade him. I think that it's probably worse for the team if he stays, and it's probably worse for him too. So it's probably a mutually beneficial move, but I still can't see the Texans being relevant in the next few years.
Okay. Steezy, you're up.
Hey, first of all, I just want to say I know I've been seeing your guys' messages in the chat. I'm using my phone, so I can't really,
you're
chat
good.
back. Real quick though, just to, I don't know who asked, but I was born in Hawaii, but I've been raised in Seattle all my life. So I've been over here for a cool minute.
That's awesome.
And I'm not sure who said it, but somebody was like, "I'm from Far East too."
Chris, in the box below you, yeah.
Oh well, he's on his phone, so he's got like a tiny little.
So I can't type or nothing. But my brother, what's up? And actually, I didn't even get to say what's up to Bogart. I don't know if he's on right now. I can't see.
No, he ran to go take care of.
He made a dookie on the stairs.
Okay, I'm gonna just wait then. But to answer the question, are we allowed to? Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This After Dark, man.
I already lit up. I already lit up.
I'm used to having a whole bunch of audiences where kids are like the main audience, so it's like, okay, I can't swear. I got to filter myself.
Oh, you're good.
No, I got you. My show.
CBS ain't give me a contract yet.
No, I feel you.
Your kids are up now watching this. Nice, awesome.
Yeah, my show. There's no swearing. I come here so I could let loose.
Right. Because I never had that opportunity before. So now that with that said,
This guy's he's gonna go off the charts now.
He's like a Catholic schoolgirl. He's getting let out for the first time.
Yeah, we drink, we smoke. Like if you wanna roll yourself something up, like we do it all, bro. But go ahead. Yeah,
let's go, baby.
Definitely. And one last thing I want to add, we're actually working on renovating over on my new place right now. We're just moving in and everything, so I don't have a studio set up right now. But as soon as we get that going, it's gonna look a whole lot better than just a blank wall. So, but to answer your question, I think the Texans are fucked either way. Somebody said it. You know, they put themselves in this situation. They dug a hole that now they can't really get themselves out of. You know, and now they think that they're bringing in an African American head coach. Like, yeah, that's a good thing. But now they're trying to bring him in to.
But you brought in any black guy. You didn't bring in the black guy that Deshaun wanted.
Hey, he's a positive guy. He's a positive guy.
Hey, look, hey, all respect to David Culley. He's been in the NFL for 27 years. He's a vet. He knows what he's doing. He's a leader amongst men. But come on, man, he ain't never been an offensive coordinator. He ain't never coached any other level. He was a passing game coordinator. The Baltimore Ravens passing attack was one of the worst in football last season. And so, I mean, to bring him in, he's 65 years old. You know, a lot of people have been talking about how this ain't even a 10-year plan. This ain't a 5-year plan. What they brought him in just so they could appeal to Washington. They could have hired somebody else.
Hey,
you know?
how racist
Eric
is that? He's
Panini.
like, just bring in a black guy.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, yeah,
Bring one of the black guy. Bring one
hope
in.
to keep a black quarterback. I mean, that make no sense. Like I said, they're fucked either way. They could have hired Eric Bieniemy. They still would have been fucked.
100%.
You know, and I think he's talking out his ass. You know, he's saying like, "Oh, I was brought in because with the impression that Deshaun Watson is gonna stay." No, he's not gonna stay. That team is fucked. He's probably went through
Yeah, you ain't lying.
organization. I feel bad for the man. You know, it's rare to see an ascending quarterback in his prime asking for a trade. The man's 25 years old. You know, he's not even in his prime yet. He's still ascending, and so you know, we've never seen a situation like this. It's very unprecedented. But you know, Houston at least. On the bright side of things, they're set to receive arguably the greatest package in NFL history. Because I'd expect at least 3 to 4 first-round picks. I expect a young quarterback in return. I expect a few prospects, but quite frankly, I don't think it would have mattered.
Meatball sub,
black, white, any other color. They would have been fucked. But he's gonna be gone, and obviously that's gonna sting. That's gonna hurt. But you know they're gonna have a bright future because of it.
And they're gonna have a great draft pick next year too.
Yeah.
If they know what to do,
Right?
Unless they trade it away again. So,
Sven?
I mean, I'm a Cowboys fan, so I mean, in Texas, you know, we're just always disappointed.
misery loves company.
Right? It's all
Misery loves company. Come sit down next to me, Sven.
right. I'm from New York, and I moved to like Texas, and I'm closer to my team as a Cowboys fan, sadly. But the Texans, you hope so. I think that they if they're going to trade him, like you just said, Steezy, Jamal Adams got what, 2 first-round picks for him, right?
Picks, starting safety.
Deshaun Watson is a lot more valuable. Yes, Jamal Adams is. You could say he's the best safety in the league, but Deshaun Watson. I mean, they're going to set this team. They're going to hopefully set this team up, and then it's going to look like the Jags draft, you know, in like 2 years or. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen though. I mean, they're going to have to literally start over, but you still got Will Fuller, right?
Will Fuller's coming too.
Actually, no, he's not a free agent. He's a free agent.
Yeah.
He's gone.
All right. So actually,
he's a cheater too, by the way. That god awful Will Fuller. Yeah,
His hamstrings have been a free agent for 3 years now.
We had the greatest live chat. We have the greatest live chat of.
I'm reading. Yeah, I was reading.
Berto is like one of my favorite follows on Twitter. Like I promise, guys, check him out.
Oh well.
I don't know. They have a lot of pieces. They got a lot of holes to fill. They need to get a lot of draft picks, and that's what they're going to get for Deshaun. Because I guess it's official that he came out and said that he wanted to trade. Like, are we still waiting for the official? But I mean, let's be real. He's probably not going to be wearing a Houston jersey. So,
Perry.
Yeah, come on, man. The Texans have a lot of room to grow here, and that's being nice about it. Steezy said it best, and I'm glad to see you cussing, man, letting it loose. It's fucking great, right? It's great, right? It's just let it loose, man. But I mean, you're like you said, he's the passing coordinator for the Ravens last year and receivers coach. And I can say that out of all the teams, I would put them in my bottom 3 for how impressed I was with their receiving and passing game. So what you've done last year, besides being an assistant head coach to Harbaugh, which he doesn't need because he's perfectly fine on his own, I don't see what was the appeal. And every coach that got hired is a head coach full time now for the first time. So they're taking chances on every coach across the league. Doesn't matter who it is. And if there was going to be a guy that you're going to take a chance on with no head coaching experience, we've all said the name. We all know exactly who it is, Eric Bieniemy. And if not, there's other people out there with more head coaching experience that I might have looked at as well. But it's not like the head coaching pool was really that great this year. I'll keep it real with you guys, except for, I think, Bieniemy and then the rest of them, all of them are going to be a chance. You're taking a big chance on them. And Watson, it's like a toxic relationship you've been in for a few years. You and your girl break up. You get back together. You all of a sudden start to go find yourself. She wants you back. It's this and that. It's toxic to a point where it's just been time now. It's been way too much shit that's happened. It's in the past. Watson wants to look forward. And that's what the Houston Texans should do too. This is their time to really just have a clean slate, new coach. And they're bringing in Lovie Smith as the DC too. So they're looking for the old guys right now.
Yeah.
Both over 60.
A lot of experience.
They have a lot of experience. Absolutely. I was going to say, and that's not something that is a negative thing necessarily when you're looking to take strides forward for sure. But was it the sexy hire? Fuck no. Is it going to make Watson happy?
It was more like,
let's go good hire? No.
I feel like they were just trying to appease the motherfucker.
Yeah. By not doing it. Like, you tried to appease the guy and didn't appease the guy. Yeah. And you could tell with the press conference today, I mean, what's he supposed to say? Hey, I don't really care if Watson's here or not. I'm the coach.
Exactly.
While Watson's there, you're going to save face. You're going to do your best to try and say, hey, I'm here. I want you here. I'm your new coach. Look at me. I'm well-spoken, at least to try and get that appeal and that connection. But I just didn't see it. I don't see it. I don't see myself seeing it. I know Watson doesn't see it. And I would be better off on the Jets if I were him, knowing I have Saleh and picks and a whole type of at least a good market. Not that, I mean, I'm a Cowboys fan too, Sven, so I'm here in your misery with you, brother. So I know it's not like that Texas is a small market by any means. But I mean, going to New York, where you're from, Sven, you know where that is, man. It's true. It's true.
It's from Jersey. Yeah.
Well, it's false.
I'm from New York, but they play
the only team that's in New York is Buffalo. They're the only team. Yeah. And shout out to the Bills. I mean, yeah, they're the best team in New York right now.
Really quick.
Shout out to Griselda.
I'm gonna give my take because it's short and sweet. Before Chris and Miles go, and I do want to really quick shout out someone in the chat. Wilson 271. If you guys could give Wilson 271 a follow, right? He is in a competition right now, and it's solely just for likes, where he can win some exclusive Kansas City Chiefs gear. He is a Kansas City Chiefs fan. He's a fan of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Sometimes, we like to use our platform to help other people out, to help them get what they want and where they want to be in life.
All the time.
All the time, yeah.
I already liked it about an hour ago.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna drop a tweet here in the next couple of minutes. Be sure that you guys follow up on that tweet, spike the like for his picture, and show him some love. Wilson, the Rumboyz are gonna get you that Kansas City Chiefs gear. Dilly.
Wilson,
you could just subscribe to Clock Management, get some too.
Ooh, what you giving away?
Ooh, that is
He's giving away everything.
Always giving away stuff.
That is true.
And Super Bowl's coming up and Kansas City's in it. I mean, I'm gonna have to give away some.
Exactly. What I do want to say really quick before these two gentlemen go, you see Chris has his Texans shirt on. You see Miles has his Texans jersey still.
Let me go before those two.
Take it down.
We'll close it with the Texans fans, or even formerly known as.
Only thing that I want to say about the Cory hire is you've been in the NFL since '94, my guy, and you never called the plays. You were a wide receiver coach for a Kansas City Chiefs team that caught 0 goddamn touchdowns, not a single secular touchdown.
Oh, is that the second Alex Smith
year where no wide receiver scored a touchdown?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. And also, you were the quarterback during Josh Allen's rookie year. You know that whole 12 interception thing that happened. So
you're telling me he's old and senile?
Damn. Nobody else wanted the job.
That's what I got from him.
I don't have to mention the Ravens because everyone else on the panel has mentioned his work with the Ravens.
So Frazier didn't even want that thing too. Then at the end of the day, huh?
Nah.
They were like, "Oh, you want the job? Done.
Like, nah, I'm good.
Done."
I'm straight.
I mean, Dayball, Bieniemy, there's so many guys that would have been a much better hire. None
Bro,
of
I
us.
should've
didn't want to
bro.
go there. Why would you go there?
No, none of them
We
wanted
should
it.
have applied.
No. Like-
Bogart, let's go.
Hey,
Right, you
really quick, Bogart, before you go, do you think that Bieniemy and Frazier were like, you see what these motherfuckers is doing? They about to give us 2 years to try and get this team and turn it around, and we both possibly about to not have no Watson. Nah,
Well,
brother, I ain't doing it.
I'll just say,
Like,
you know,
brothers,
like,
we're smart. Brothers are smart. Like we been doing that shit. Like,
see, here's the thing too, is like the trend right now is like getting these, 5-6 year joints. You know what I mean? Like so they know it's going to be a turnaround. So, off top, I don't know how much Cully got, or Cully or whatever.
it ain't much. It ain't a whole lot.
How many years did he get?
It's
because the GM got 6 years, right? The GM got
Fury
5,
got
6
6.
years.
He did.
6. So he's finna be around. So they might even be like I remember when we hired Jim Tomsula, my Niners, right? It was just like, okay, let's go get a high ass pick. You know what I mean? We're gonna, hey, you're the head coach. It was a 1 year type thing. But I think they gave him 2 years, but it was really like 1 year and then he was out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I kind of look at it like that too. Like they kind of don't know. This is like he's 65 too. How long do they even expect for him to like get it together as a first time head coach at this age?
He's got like 2 more years to live. What is he gonna do?
Damn.
Because my dad's 65.
Go ahead, Chris. It's now you and Miles' turn. I'm just gonna let you two enjoy
pour a shot.
this. Yeah, I'm gonna pour a shot for this one, and
Like,
Gentlemen,
I'll
how do you take a shot, boys? It's gonna be a second. Miles, man, are you ready to do this?
Sure,
I
man.
know
I'll just try
I've been
to go ahead
watching
and
you,
start.
and me and you have been quiet this entire time, so I'm pretty sure we might be on the same wavelength here.
Well,
We'll see.
hopefully, I kind of zoned out for a little bit, but
Yeah,
I know what the general public thinks. I said what
Sure.
the general public has been saying for the last 2.5 weeks.
I
So.
don't give a fuck about the general public, baby. I'm about to educate the general public. Y'all ready to learn something?
Oh,
Yeah, let's go take us to class.
David Starr's coming out of retirement.
gather around.
Everybody
Circle
sit back.
time. Circle
All
time.
right, so I'm going to talk about David Culley last because he is the most important thing in this whole narrative, right? First, we're going to talk about Deshaun Watson. We're going to talk about Nuke. We're going to talk about being a Texans fan. Being a Texans fan so far has been a roller coaster. We're a touch away from greatness. And every time we're right there, we fuck ourselves. And something happens, and we trade away Nuke Hopkins. Arian Foster retires. We just fuck shit up, right?
We're going to go to Davian
Biggest
Clowney,
mistake.
trade Dwayne
Should
Brown.
never traded away Nuke.
Okay, right. Get it, right? You don't have you're preaching to me and Miles. We hear it all day, every day. I'm in Texas too, Sven. Where you at? I'm in College Station.
Hey.
Oh, dude, you ain't. I kind of figured that by Aggie. You know what I mean? You probably.
My wife goes to the university as well.
Gig'em. I'm up in Fort Worth.
Oh, nice. Stockyard. Let's roll.
I did see Manziel play Arkansas. Actually, I was at Kyle Stadium. You know what I mean? Seeing everybody stand up, doing all this.
Hey, that's some shit right there, boy. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Let's get back to this narrative, though,
That
right?
was an experience.
We'll get back to the narrative, right? And first and foremost, man, Jennifer Davenport in the front office for social media, marketing, and whatever the fuck she does it well. You need to get this lady in politics because she is covering up a lot of shit that's going on that we don't see. A lot of shit's been going on. Check this out. We talked about Nuke Hopkins, right? The trade happened. Deshaun Watson found out about that through social media.
Yeah. I saw
No
him.
one talked to him.
Whoa.
That's fucking stupid. Your franchise quarterback,
That's awful.
national champion. Come on, you got to do this. Then you court him. The McNairs, right? They court him. They take him out to dinner this year, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? We're going to eat this nice dinner, and you're gonna tell us what you want in a head coach. You're gonna help us out. We trust you. You're our franchise guy." Then Deshaun, whatever is said behind closed doors is said. A few days later, they go out and hire this $100,000 corporation to come do this scouting for them. What happens in about a week? They fucking cut them. Hundreds of thousands of dollars down the drain, cut. And you got your fucking Oh my God!
You
Like,
don't know where their head is.
yeah,
The front office
making the
anyway.
decision,
They
right?
giving money away.
The
though.
problem is there's a little pet. Cal
Y'all
McNair has a
getting
little
caught
pet.
with your damn pants down.
He has a little pet named Jack Easterby. That's whispering in his
Easterby, this
ear.
motherfucker right
Nobody's
here, dude.
mentioned it yet, but I mean that's the problem, really. The main, cut that
dead?
root out, and
Isn't
then
Bobby McNair dead?
and then McNair's stupid enough to maybe listen to Casario and let him do whatever the hell he wants, But it doesn't seem that way. It's a power struggle
Well,
since before Bob was there.
We'll talk about
Old
Casario in a
McNair
second because I got
Yeah,
some
yeah,
faith.
we'll get there. Go ahead.
I have some faith in the guy, but
Exactly.
okay, whatever. The Texans from last year just effed, right? A lot of bad stuff going on. Jennifer Davenport, the shining star, so let's go with her. But you get a narrative now. You get Nick Casario at the GM position who can rebuild, can shake it up, can make the Texans something, and make it a Disney movie. Let's make it a Disney movie. Everyone's trying to be on Disney Plus and shit.
Is it Bambi though?
Everyone's going to
Because the mom dies
Is
first.
Denzel going to be in
It's
it?
gonna be this movie or 30 for 30.
Oh, is this Lion King? John Foster dies, bro.
Hey, Bobby Fino. Bobby
Morgan
Fino
Freeman.
is Arian Foster, and for the guys in the chat, but anyway, so
Bobby
Arian
Fino.
Foster's a rapper now. It's his Bobby Fino.
Yeah.
He's a podcaster too. He's a pretty
Yeah,
good
he's
podcaster,
awesome.
too. Yeah,
Yeah, and he got bars lightweight too.
yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Anyhow, all right. So
Very
Casario,
fun.
Chris.
So Casario, right? Casario goes out and hires David Culley, right? But then you get Lovie Smith. Lovie Smith, a player coach, a defensive mind, also a former head coach for the Monsters of Midway. Like the dude is he's a savant at the defense where we're really, really lacking
I'm
at.
surprised he hasn't had a
Right.
job all this long, for real.
Do what?
I'm actually happy for Lovie Smith, though.
He was at Illinois. He was in college.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about in the big
when I
leagues.
tie
I'm
this
talking about
all
in the
together,
NFL.
you're gonna your mind's gonna be blown and you're gonna be like, God damn it, I need a Texans jersey.
Damn.
Trust me.
I'll shoot you my address. Shoot me one. You know what I mean?
Trust me.
If it's
so
free,
here we go.
it's for
right?
me.
We got Nick Casario. We got Lovie Smith, a player's guy, right? Lovie Smith, we all knew. We know the narrative behind him. Black head coach, right? African-American head coach, I'm sorry, right?
Coach in the Super
First
Bowl.
of his kind. Awesome. Okay? You got
It's
that.
okay. You can say black because none of us ever been to fucking Africa.
There we go, Robbie. That's why Fox is with you guys. That's
No,
what I'm saying.
People get so mad when I'm like, I'm Afro-Caribbean. Like, and they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm Dominican and Jamaican. Not all of us are from fucking Africa, damn it. And they're like, what? I
Robbie,
didn't know that.
You're just blowing people's mind.
I just blew so many people's mind. They're like, what?
Hey,
It's funny
Bordeaux
because
in
the whole
chat's
time I
not
was like,
wrong
that's why
either.
he likes rum. He's Caribbean.
Hey, but Chris,
makes all
somebody was
sense.
mentioning in the chat that something about McCown, but McCown didn't get hired. It was Pep Hamilton. So
Pep Hamilton, baby.
that's another minority coach. And who was with Justin Herbert, kind of helped to. I don't like to use the word groom anymore because it has like an ugly connotation now with all these internet pervs, but to celebrities. But no, he just helps to mold young guys like that. So even. And we'll get to Watson and all that other stuff later, whether he stays or goes. But
He was with Andrew Luck too.
You have a
okay.
good quarterback
Shout out
coach
to Neckbeard.
who is not Josh McCown, who everybody in the media just ran with, and they haven't even researched or paid attention to either. So they're building a little coaching staff there that nobody's giving a chance, and not even Watson at this point, because he hasn't decided to reciprocate any form of communication because the team has in fact tried to reach out to him. Maybe it's beyond repair, but if he's going to go in there with that mindset like he wants to get traded, then it's going to happen. But it's going to take the biggest haul you've ever freaking seen in the history of the NFL to do it. Woo! And guess what? He's going to go from one poverty franchise straight into another one because they're not going to have any draft picks for a while. And what the hell do they have? These teams that have all this capital and all this stuff to do it, they were a shit team already. So it's not the situation's not going to get much better.
Black Jesus.
He wants to look. If he wants to play hardball, the front office can play hardball, and they'd be dumb if they didn't. It's a new regime in there. It's not Bill O'Brien's fucking Texans anymore. It's Nick Casario trying.
Are you ready?
Do we
ready
miss
for Black
Bob now?
Jesus? Wait, Bogart,
Do
you
we
ready for
miss-
Black Jesus?
Yes.
David Culley, the first black quarterback at the University of Vanderbilt in the SEC. He was a fucking man and took it on the chin. The worst shit you could ever see in a Disney movie that happened to these black players happened to David Culley in the SEC when he was the fucking quarterback for Vanderbilt. Absolutely ridiculous what he went through and pushed through. The dude needs a story, and this is going to be it because he's going to change the face of the Houston Texans, right? He came out of that from Vanderbilt to, quoted from R.C. Slocum, Texas A&M alum, great head coach. I'm going to pick up David Culley to be my wide receiver coach for Texas A&M University because he can do it. The guys in the locker room will rally around him, and he will do it. Quoted by R.C. Slocum. He comes into A&M, and what happens? We get the motherfucking wrecking crew, boy. We get your boy Dat wins, Ben. We have a monster fucking running game. Our receivers are.
I remember that.
But that's
like
the
men.
college level, though.
Like, I'm going to it, right?
Hey, well,
A&M
give him,
had a
he
lot
hasn't had a
of
chance, bro.
NFL.
Did you see the last 5 minutes of his presser? I mean, he was getting fired up. He's
Hey,
like,
if
look,
you
man,
say
he believes
old-
he can do it. And if the players want to believe in a coach like that, that's where it starts. You know, fuck
That's
that.
exactly. That's a battle. That's like a lot. And if whoever's played sports, I mean, that is a battle with if the coach is with like you. Just there's a certain vibe and energy, and it just look good, feel good, play good. You know.
Hey, you know,
And then
what?
I'll make it short, Robbie, real quick. I'll cut it off right here.
I just wanted to touch on this last.
Deshaun Watson goes to Miami. Deshaun Watson goes to Miami. We get Tua. We get the 3rd. We get the 18th. We get 2 seconds. With the 3rd, we don't do what everyone thinks. I'm sorry, Miles. We get Najee Harris, and we turn this motherfucker out. We get Waddle at the 12th. The 2 seconds, we pick up some offensive linemen. We pick up Russell Okung in the fucking in free agency.
Cal McNair's gonna die sometime in my lifetime, also, and you know things are gonna look great. So it's all good.
Miles, take it over, brother.
We'll see.
I just wanted to
He's
touch on.
not gonna live forever.
Exactly.
He look like he eat a lot of onion rings.
I wanted to touch on this last season, though. They went 4-12, right? But they lost 8 games by 1 score.
Yeah.
All right. Or less. All right. You know, like within those 3 points.
There's definitely something to work with.
They lost 2 division games on a bad snap and a fumble from Kiki Kuti going into the end zone against the Colts. They lost in overtime to the Titans. So this team still competed. They're not shit. They won the division for the last 6 years. I mean, come on, guys. Be real. They can easily finish first just as bad or just as easily as they could finish last any given year in that
There you go.
I mean, it is the second worst division.
Hold up.
Do we miss
I'm
Bob?
gonna end it like this.
I kind of miss Bob.
No.
Oh no, this is what it's can do.
But then he'd trade Watson away like for nothing.
Can't even go into that because that ain't even a thing. So here's the deal. The only way we can find out is when the new season kicks off.
Yeah, dude. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen until like April because they're just gonna be going back and forth. They're gonna find out if he's gonna hold out, if an offer even comes about, you know, that's gonna work, whether he's gonna sit out, retire. But we talked about the immediate future is Watson talking to the team. The long-term future could possibly be the trade and a big haul.
Yeah, for sure.
Dak
ain't wearing a star. He's not wearing a star.
Hold on.
I don't know.
Move on to the next topic.
Dak's going to Las Vegas, bro.
You let me know when we have that discussion before.
I disagree.
I'll be on that
They're
show.
gonna move
I don't
on
know.
from
I'm
Derek
not going to
Carr.
be
I'm telling you, he's
surprised.
trash.
Jerry Jones. I don't like Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones is gonna croak soon too. We've had this discussion.
I'm not praying.
Bogart.
We're not. It's just facts. He's, you know.
All right.
I'm awful. I'm an awful.
We're passionate about our football.
Oh, we love fucking football, man.
Not Jerry Jones.
Hold on. Okay. All righty. The 49ers are suddenly front runners for the Matthew Stafford sweepstakes. If he does not land in San Fran because, well, he suddenly brought up the Rams today for some fucking reason, where does Stafford land in your eyes? We start with Miles.
Well, yeah, the Rams, that was odd to hear. But, you know, I wouldn't mind, and I would probably I don't know if Bogart or Justin would agree, but I'd like to see him go to San Francisco. I think he could be a baller there with those young receiving core like that, and he has an arm to open up that offense there. You know, he can't. He's a gunslinger. He's an old Watson in my eyes, I guess. He's
a wily vet.
Yeah, you know, so I like the guy. I love Stafford's grit. He's tough, you know, and that's the kind of game there. They could open it up a little bit. I know they like to run the ball over there with Shanahan and all that stuff, but I mean, you could really. He's a passer, so that could really improve the offense tremendously if they work something out like that, and if they're in the market for a QB. So yeah, if it's not the Rams or whatever, which is, you know, I don't know how the Rams move off from Jared Goff's contract either. That's another big one. So
he sucks.
That's my take on it.
Yeah. What up, hell no, hell yeah. Chris, where do you think Stafford's future lies if it's not with the Niners?
So whatever you just posted right there, Stafford to Indy just makes so much sense to me.
Yeah.
He's going to want a 1 or 2 year deal. Indy's going to want a 1 or 2 year more quarterback. If Stafford lives after 1 year, he's still going to be there. I mean, he's got a solid run game, a solid line, young receivers that he doesn't really have to work too hard to get the ball. And hopefully they sign T.Y. Hilton back because he's a Texan killer and he owns the division.
Harry.
Oh, man. I think I'd like to see him on the 49ers because at the first time in his whole career, he'd have someone that dedicates a running game behind him so he actually can gunsling but not have to. Like Phillip Rivers, his whole career, he chose to gunsling. There was years he had a running game, a very valid running game. You all know that. And he said, fuck it, I'm throwing this ball down the field. Someone's down there. Someone is down there.
I'm shocked putting this thing to hell.
So put it this way. How long ago were the 49ers in the Super Bowl? Like that is not a long time ago with Jimmy Garoppolo there. And the team hasn't had the largest turnover. I mean, with that being said, they have lost Saleh, they have lost LaFleur. That needs to be talked about. That is a baller coaching staff that just got dismantled a bit, just like the Rams, losing Staley, losing another coach. I don't know off the top of my head, but gone as well. I'd like to see him on the 49ers because, and I'm going to call it a hot take. I know Bogart's going to go crazy. They are an immediate Super Bowl contender with Stafford. If they stay healthy, they are immediately in the Super Bowl. And the Colts, you guys make say like, and maybe it's because he's worn blue his whole fucking career, but when I just shut my eyes, I can imagine him in a Colts jersey so well. I don't know if it's because him and Phillip Rivers are so similar as well, where it's just this torch of here, take it, my man, and end your twilight years here in Indianapolis. See what you could do with Frank Reich. I'm down with that too. Rams.
Harry, I love that you brought that up because I know that there are some people out there that really do that shit. Like you know what? I just see it happening because I've just seen them like, and that happens. Your brain naturally
it's the normality. You're used to it. Like we're comfortable with what we're used to. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. And I think at that point, it's not saying anything positively or negatively. It's just how we are. But I think with the Rams,
no, that was a very human thing. I love that.
No, I love that. Thank you. No, I appreciate that. That's just because I'm high. You know how it is. At the same time, I would love to see him on the Rams because that's the same situation as Shanahan. I think same thing with that defense. McVay, they're immediately Super Bowl contenders. When was the last time they were in the Super Bowl? Not very long ago. It was only a couple years now. So both those two teams, I see a very similar trajectory if they would be able to bring Stafford in. I think the price tag they're asking for Stafford, to be honest, to me, I was a little shocked to hear that it was a first and some for Stafford at that point in the career, what they're looking for. I don't know if that's what they're going to get. It just seemed like a bit much for you to bring in even just a first, straight up for a first, just like, for example, as a Cowboy fan, Amari Cooper, like a few years ago, just first straight up. And that worked out well for the Raiders and it worked out well for the Cowboys. And that was it. We all were saying, well, was Amari Cooper better than our first round pick would have been that year? Hell yeah, he was, because he'd had 1,000-yard receiving now in 4 out of the last 5 years. With first rounder, you're not going to get a Justin Jefferson every single time. So I get it. I'm back to Stafford. I think he has 2-3 more really good years in him. And if he gets in the right offense that can give him a running game, it's going to preserve his career. He'll go a lot longer than he would have if he stayed and just died in Detroit, because they don't give a shit about him at all. They've shown it year in and year out. They're not going to give him the talent he needs. They're not going to listen to what he needs. His wife hates being in Detroit. If you ever seen her Twitter, all she does is fucking tweet about how she hates being there.
She's also whack though, so.
She is whack, but they're all whack. I mean, Bradley Beal's wife is just tweeting all the time, and I'm like, bro, your husband just signed an extension there. He signed up for this shit. Stop tweeting like he's locked there by gunpoint. Like they decided to go there and take the fucking money. So I get you're frustrated seeing your boy hurting out there, but I don't have a cent of compassion or empathy for you on your massive fucking contract at a place that you're not winning.
Get on him.
Keep them in check. Like, I don't know, man.
Get on them.
That's an extension of you.
Fucking happen?
Kidding me?
No fucking way.
What? For real?
Oh no, sorry, I didn't read that shit. Oh,
I'm in my pants right now.
Damn.
Yo, Nolan Arenado to the fucking Cardinals. Like, did that just happen?
Yup.
Wow.
Oh,
Peacock just
Breaking
couldn't handle
news.
it.
Late night.
Legit breaking news. Yeah.
That was dope. Yeah. But yeah, Stafford's good. Yeah, wherever he goes, I'm pumped.
Deal too.
What are the details? Still waiting.
So Cardinals, the St. Louis Cardinals have agreed to acquire Nolan Arenado from the Rockies. Deal pending approval from both MLB and the Players Union. Rockies are sending the Cardinals significant cash, believed to be $50 million range, and Arenado will be deferring money.
I have a man crush on Arenado. I absolutely.
Cardinals just got a huge boost.
I am trying to draft him. I try to draft him every year. Fantasy baseball.
That's crazy.
Ben, I think we're on you.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. They did do Molina today as well. Wow. Busy day for the Cardinals.
Yeah. Damn. Damn it. Why is Connor Burke's comment just now sticking there? What is that? Oh, there it goes. All right.
That's gone.
That was gone. All right, Sven, go ahead. Your turn now.
What about Stafford to the NFC East and on the football team?
That's what I was going to say.
I know everybody was thinking that probably, and I think we talked about it, Robbie, right? Like, why not? I mean, what is it going to take? That's the question. That is really the biggest question. I think of this whole
beer, damn
thing.
it.
What is it going to take to get Stafford? Like a first round? I don't think. Yeah, he's 32, but I mean, the guy's an Iron Man. Like he is the toughest.
He's got mad mileage on him, B.
He does.
He's got a lot. Exactly.
He's beat up. He's beat up.
He's a tough motherfucker.
Look, we're still fucking going. We're still kicking. Okay.
But Washington football team. I mean, you got a solid young defense. You have a a young offense. I mean, let's be real. They got lucky. Won the NFC East. If Dak was still in the Cowboys would have won. Actually, I can't even say that because they were terrible even with him. Never mind. I retract that. They were terrible with him. They were awful with him.
Who even knows?
No, it doesn't matter. But to the football team, they could draft somebody third. I noticed that they have.
Stafford's going to the Cowboys.
They got the 19th pick right now. They have a number 2.
Yeah,
they have. 2 round 3 picks.
The 19th overall, the second. Yep.
Yeah. The most interesting thing about Washington football team though with Stafford, they just hired Martin Mayhew as their GM, who drafted Matthew Stafford first overall in 2009.
Perry
and he's
McLaurin,
also the guy that
Thomas,
drafted Eric Ebron over Aaron Donald.
Maybe sign
Taylor jersey and put it on.
What if you sign Marvin? What if you sign Marvin Jones?
Oh,
I'm not saying you bring, but bring in another wide receiver, somebody to help.
That's like Patrick and SpongeBob. He's like, we're gonna take the whole town and
Right,
we're gonna move it here.
Are you fired, Patrick?
I don't know. I can see it. I can see it
like Tom Brady.
But I think the biggest question that really goes around this is that what the hell is it going to cost to get Matthew Stafford?
Right, too much. To be honest.
I'm not giving a first round. I may not even give him a second.
Round plus. They were asking for more than a first.
Fire extinguisher. Get the fire extinguisher. We're just gonna calmly extinguish Sven's mic right here. Just call the fucking fire department. He's burning down his house. Okay.
No, I can see it. They have a good Ron Rivera is a hell of a coach.
By the way, shout out Ron Rivera. He just kicked cancer. Let's go. Mr. Rivera. Fuck yeah, man. I love him.
Kicking cancer's ass. I love it.
Matt Stafford's got brain cancer too, right? Doesn't she got brain cancer?
I think she's in remission. Don't quote me, but I thought she was in remission. Yeah.
The universe. Go ahead, Steve. It's your turn.
They got good doctors over there.
Yes, I just want to start off. Bogart, you wasn't here early when I was, just talking my shit. But I just want to say, I appreciate you, big bro. For having me on.
You already know, bro.
And for doing all that, I appreciate that. It mean a lot. But to answer your question, bro, I was gonna say the Washington football team myself. I know the Lions are asking for 2 first round picks, something like that. Obviously, we all know that's not gonna happen. Hell no. But what the football team can't do, they got a first round pick that's in the middle of the pack. I think it's 19,
18.
Yeah, because they made the playoffs. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So I'm actually, if I'm a Washington GM, I'm cool with giving that up. I'm cool with giving that up because, I get it. Dak wasn't, he wasn't healthy this year, but the football team, they made it to the playoffs. And so for a team like that, as flawed as they are, especially on offense, for them to make the playoffs.
Bro, they get Matt Stafford in that defense.
Super Bowl contender?
Be in like the third round.
And Terry McLaurin, the Scottish lad.
It's crazy because I think it's the same thing as we said with the 49ers and the Rams. With that caliber of defense, although Rivera isn't McVay and Shanahan, it's a defensive-minded coach. I think it's the same thing. They automatically go to potential Super Bowl contention with that defense. Yeah.
The level of screen recording that's going to happen tomorrow morning from everyone from this segment, like everyone's going to go back and rewatch it. Like, clip. Like, yo, hey, by the way, guys, I am not one of those people that's like, how dare you screen record my show and post it? Feel free to go through. If you drop some shit and you say some shit, share that with your fucking
Chop
fans.
it up.
Like,
yeah.
I already own all my whole mix and master. Like, do whatever the fuck you want with it. I don't care.
It's only more promotion for the Rumboyz, so I know Robbie's loves it.
Up.
Yeah.
I wasn't even gonna come at it. Hey, keeping the player. Hey, go ahead, JL. Or CZ, were you rapping or?
Oh no, hold on. Yeah, so Perry, man, you make a good point, bro. But I think with the Rams and the 49ers, obviously being, the Seahawks dude that I am, Seahawks fan, I wouldn't want to see him in or LA. But I'm not even gonna say that out of bias. The reason why I don't see him ending up in San Fran or LA is where's the draft capital gonna come from? I mean, the Rams, they ain't got no picks, no first round picks. The 49ers, I mean, they do have their first round pick. It's somewhere middle of the pack. It's like 14, 15.
To be honest with you, this is like the first time the Rams have had a first round pick in like 3 years.
For real though.
It's been a while.
And they're ready to give it up already. They're like, get taken from us.
So I mean, but look, I think the football team, they can really make a run for it. They have a legitimate number one wide receiver in Terry McLaurin, and just like what he did in Detroit, he used to feed Calvin Johnson. He feeds his number one receivers, and so although he doesn't have the offensive mind and head coach Ron Rivera, he does have a number one in Terry McLaurin. Man, my man, very underrated, one of the best receivers in football. I think he has a legitimate number one running back in Antonio Gibson. I had him in fantasy last year, so I know damn well exactly what he's capable of bringing to the table. He had 11 rushing touchdowns before missing like the last couple of couple of games. They got a legitimate offensive line. Obviously, like we all talked about, their defense nasty. Obviously,
nasty,
maybe even top 5.
Chase
That D line is unreal.
Hey, they're not playing.
Arian was out too, wasn't he? Hurt too.
Yeah, from a lot of the year. Yeah, that defense is.
He may not even be on the team, I think, next year.
And Landon Collins didn't even play. Landon Collins was injured. I think he tore his Achilles middle of the season. So wait till he comes back.
Like week 5, something like that.
Bring back LeVar Arrington.
Last thing,
LeVar Arrington. Hell yeah, that's a name, man.
Imagine him going to the playoffs every single year. He ain't never really had no playoff success in Detroit. He don't know what the playoffs is like. He's been there one time, maybe 2 times, I think. But look, he gonna be playing.
Yeah, and they fucked him the last time he was there.
He lost to my Cowboys.
Yeah,
I was at that game.
Pass interference. He picked the flag back up.
No, Cowboys should have lost. They should lose every game.
So, and the last thing I'm gonna say though, if the football team, if the Rams, if the Niners don't get him, I think a team that could, sneak up on everybody, or maybe not. I said the Patriots. So those are my two teams right there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm upset about that.
Okay. JL?
Man, speaking of LeVar Arrington, Robbie, you from DMV? You remember those commercials of that? It was like International Auto.
Motors.
Yeah, Eastern Motors. That's what it is. They had Clinton Portis, LeVar Arrington.
Eastern Motors.
It still gets stuck in my head all the time.
I just shared that shit on Twitter like 2 weeks ago, bro.
That's hilarious. Yeah, Washington football team makes a lot of sense. Honestly, I think all the teams you guys mentioned so far make a lot of sense and would be just unreal to see, right? Colts with that offensive line would be insane. The 49ers with those wide receivers, amazing.
Marco.
The Rams, same deal with McVay.
He says that what your script says.
Yeah, because you got the suit. Go ahead, JL.
But yeah, I think Patriots make sense. I don't know if he would fit into the Patriots scheme. The other one I would say is potentially the Broncos.
Yeah. I knew I was going last. Right now. I had a whole list of teams. I'm like, okay, well, there goes.
They slowly got crossed out.
There goes Washington. I'm like, there goes the Colts. I'm like, ooh, Broncos.
That's what makes the show good. You got to make it take fire.
I was actually.
I got one. I'm going crazy. I'm
Go
going
ahead,
crazy.
JL, talk your shit. Don't let them overtalk you, bro.
No. It's all good. It's all good. I want to hear it. But they got a new GM, so he's going to try and, establish himself. And they've obviously had issues with quarterback. I could totally see them, going for Stafford. And that would be another unreal destination, right? You got Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, Noah Fant, Tim Patrick. That would just be unreal.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim Patrick's a dog. I don't give a fuck.
He's probably watching right now,
He
man.
came through so many times this year, bro. Shout out to Tim Patrick.
Yeah. Ryan Hicks in the chat says Falcons.
No.
Well,
It's
still got Matt
definitely a
Ryan.
possibility, but yeah, I was gonna say with Matt Ryan, I could see him still playing this year and them going with the Mahomes route, where they bring a rookie in for a whole year behind him. Yeah.
Do you have anything else that you want to add before you pass over the clock?
Nope, I said my piece.
Clock. You're on the clock.
CPAs.
Man, first of all, if he goes to the Niners, I mean, well, no, it's murder, right?
That was the greatest white boy impression of Ja Rule ever.
No, all of them have. All of them have been. I'm making a point. No reason to pretend.
That was a good one though, Justin.
No.
Keep the job
Also,
alive.
Sneezy, we got to hook up at some point. I'm out here in Tacoma. I mean, I am a 49er fan, so I got to warn you ahead of time. I grew up in Seattle as a 49er fan. Life's been rough.
Yo, hey, he is.
That's why I respect him.
Cowboys in New York.
He invites
Cowboys in LA.
Seahawks fans when they are playing an opposing team. He invited one of our fans in the chat. They got to meet Justin in real life.
And come over to the house
And that's
when
when
they're
they
playing the
lost to the
Giants.
Giants.
'Cause I'm like, yeah, come over, watch Giants. Like they're gonna kill the Giants. Like you can be happy. Rub it in my face.
Shout out
The
to
Giants-
BKB.
Yeah, poor dude. He was so upset the whole game.
He's like, I came over for this.
Go ahead, Justin. Go ahead.
Oh man, no. So I was actually going to go with Denver as well with those offensive weapons there. I mean, I think they got a bunch of offensive weapons that they could be using. You know, everyone is very excited about Noah Fant going into this season, right? Noah Fant, amazing tight end. Cortland Sutton, who we didn't get to see that much. He is injured all year. And then these other young wide receivers stepping up in their absence, even without a good quarterback there. So, I mean, I think that's a team where he could come. And then we get to see, their defense coming back healthy this year as well, which should help turn things around for
They
them.
get Von Miller back.
Yeah, exactly. So they'll be seeing,
Jarrell Casey, Von Miller, Bradley
Yeah, just-
Chubb. That's kind of
They got the ninth pick.
That's kind of nasty, actually.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, they are in the same division as like Kansas City, so that's
shootouts. Yeah, that's where I was going. Shootouts, bro.
Yeah,
you're gonna need to be able to shoot it out.
Also, you can hear me and Bogart talk about the possibility of him going to the San Francisco 49ers on the GMM network.
Yeah, we did a
Last
whole
week we
episode
did this.
crying. Debating this whole, the overhaul that we're probably going to be witnessing. So, like, for me, like, listen, I love my team, man. And so, if we have Jimmy G, I was like, word, you know what I mean? We're making it happen as a system. You know what I mean? I always had this saying, we're winning ugly with handsome Jimmy, because, you know what I mean? Like, he would make like a ton of mistakes all the time. Our run game and our defense will bail him out. You know what I'm saying? And every so often, he might make a play, but then there's also the ones that stick with you, like overthrowing Sanders in the chip. You know what I mean? Like, I want someone with actual arm talent for once, because I think Shanahan is like an arrogant enough coach where he's like, yo, I'll do it with Brian Hoyer, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'll go out there.
Give me Matt Shaw.
That's so true.
It's like, and it's Sean McVay's kind of like that too with give me Jared Goff. Fuck it, he's already been here.
It was exactly like Bruce Arians, except for it was the opposite. But like you heard what he said with Jameis, he's like, if we can win with him, we can win with fucking anyone. Like, it's literally unquote.
Uncle Bruce. No, but see, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
he on the mic said he's laughing at Stafford to the Niners.
Oh, you know what, Doc? Enjoy tuna fish, bruh.
Jimmy G's going to be on The Bachelor in probably 2
He's
years.
a Dolphins fan. That's my man, E.
Yo,
Enjoy your man tuna fish, bro.
MKF, give us money.
Yes, MKF, give me money.
Jesse Palmer started the whole trend, you know what I mean? Like with the football players. But Jimmy G's going to be on The Bachelor in like 3 years, too.
Hey, all right. Hey, tell my wife.
Jimmy G's going to be on The Bachelor, like porn parody.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here, Mia, give me money.
Hey, real spit though.
Yeah, Pornhub.
Hey, real spit though. Like, Like that's why these two teams are like, you know what I mean? If not the Niners, then the Rams are crazy enough to do that. They give up equity all the time. You know what I mean, they did it to get Jalen Ramsey.
That's an LA thing. That's such an LA thing to do. You are correct.
and then you know what I'm saying that like, hey, if this team actually hates Jared Goff, so like, what do you do when you hate someone? You know what? Send them to Detroit, bro. Send them to Detroit. You know what I mean? Let them die over there in Detroit. You know what I mean?
Bro, hey, really quick though, when you guys mentioned The Bachelor, so tell me why one time my missus, she's like, babe, like the most recent Bachelor, he was a black dude. Yes,
It's okay. You watch The Bachelor. You don't have to say you're
dude, you gotta.
Monkey Knife gives us money. Monkey Knife gives us money.
Yes.
Yeah, there was
Second I found that out.
That is tight. I forgot. There's props on there. Yeah.
Hey, the second that Monkey Knife was like, we had Bachelor, Bachelorette props. I was like, hey, babe. I literally turned to her. I was like, hey, remember when you said you wanted to compromise? And you wanted me to watch the show that you wouldn't watch? I was like, I chose the show. And she was like, oh, really? This is the one you chose? So happy. Like, fucking, yes! Dumped her through the roof. She was like, babe, you know what you should do? You should interview this Bachelor, the dude Dale Moss that was just on. He played a couple of seasons. Yeah, he played a couple of seasons. Yeah. I was like, you know what? I'll think about it. And now that I think about it, Bachelor, give me money.
Bachelor, give me money.
Yep.
So
official sponsor of The Bachelor.
Yeah, exactly. Rumboyz, the official sponsor of The Bachelor.
Kelsey had his own dating show. It was called Catching Kelsey. So I don't see why he doesn't even have to go to the whole franchise route. He can just go straight into Jimmy's Jerkin or something, whatever he wants to call it.
I'm pretty sure Andy Reid named like a trick play, Catching Kelsey or something.
Find Jimmy's G spot.
Yeah, exactly. Boom, there it is. My man.
Oh my god.
I'm fucking mad.
The G stands for Gooch.
No one's been able to find it.
He has a shop for it.
His name literally means dick.
I'm gonna get into
His
it,
name is Jimmy, bro.
That was good.
That was a good joke.
Pause.
That joke deserves a shot. That joke deserves a
See you
shot.
live all the way from Seattle. Justin Clock Management.
BZ, you are allowed to drink with us too, bro.
Oh no, I've been sipping.
I was gonna say I saw a glass. I saw a glass.
I know y'all be on that fucking Henny hardcore.
He's keeping it professional, with
He's
these
they're professional as shit. Like, what you drinking?
He's got like the champagne flute.
Champagne
jacket on.
It's a flute.
It's a flute, yeah.
Like I said, we just moving into a new crib. You know what I'm saying? So,
Every night, champaign.
I love it.
All week.
Celebrate.
C said we got some.
Oh, you got a butler back there too?
Oh,
you got Jeffrey?
This is awesome. I have never seen this type of service on this show in my entire life.
Hey, that's baller. That's bullshit right there, bro. Hey, Steve, hey, Smith.
Yo, thank you, Jeffrey.
Hey, for real, like I said, we gotta kick it because like
Hey, I'm chopping that clip for show though. That's a clip right there.
Cheers to you. Cheers to you. And all the Rumboyz and girls, what it do? Positivity and blessings to all of you. I love all of you guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you all of you in the chat. Big ups to the chat.
Yup. Shout out to the chat.
I'll be right back though. Hold on.
So you good? You good? Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get into just a really quick halftime.
He's yelling at his butler.
He's like,
Stay off the camera.
I told you to bring the red.
You're embarrassing me in front of my friend.
Hey, Smith is a boss, bro.
I love this guy. I love that guy.
He's bossing up right now, bro.
He is bossed up. Hey, if you guys check out every single panel member at their display names. You guys have seen them. You guys have heard them before. Make sure you hit up rumboyz.com. We're definitely going to be having that Nolan or Arnaudo article coming for you guys. I already have the staff getting that pumped out because, well, we don't sleep. Sharks don't sleep.
Work on a graphic.
You see my Yoda and my Conor McGregor pose?
Austin Gomber is going to be part of the package.
But we are going to go ahead and we are going to get into a music video. This one right here, we all grinding right now. The grind is serious in 2021. I feel a different vibe in 2021 with the whole entire sports industry, not just fantasy football, but the whole entire sports industry. And I truly, truly believe that in the right way, in the most ethical and most professional way, everybody out there got that money on their mind, yeah.
Good.
So we gonna go ahead. So we gonna go ahead and we're going to get into this track here by our own Bogart Scott Free of the GM Network.
Give me money
on my mind. We'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Peace.
From the pedigree, I ain't counting no sheep. I'm counting cheese like a skater, I'm grinding. One track minded. On my mind.
Told me cash was everything around me. Smoke that weed, like that trick. Get your dough, spit your flow. Can't fuck with the earth product, yo. Bitches come a dime a dozen. Don't be mad when your man just fucking your cousin. Instagram thought, fuck that hoe, fuck that yo, fuck boy nigga. Pull that trigger on a bitch ass nigga. Rest in peace to all my niggas. I'm getting biggest now, got a little richer now, just like Richie. Palms been itchy, I stay illy. 6-man Iggy, dollar getting dollars, not cents. Stay big, making deposits, fly with.
That's a.
What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy El Capitan Robbie J of the Rumboyz Fantasy Sports Network here at the NFL Players Association 2019 Rookie Premiere with Nate Bosa, with my co-host Ty Boogie, all the Rumboys and girls out there tuning in. We are sitting down with the number one draft pick, the one and only Kyler Murray, Dwayne Haskins, Hollywood, with Drew Lock. No other than Andy Isabella, Miles Boykin. We are sitting with Benny Snell Jr., Easton Stick, Bryce Love, UGA's own the big dog of the Bulldogs, Riley Ridley.
How you doing?
It's Friday. We all got jobs. We got an interview to do. National championship winner, NFL draftee, TJ Hawkinson, Iowa Hawkeyes. What is good, brother?
Hey, it's good to be here.
Hey, welcome. ACCR, right?
Oh, you already know.
Hail to the Redskins.
I gotta ask, you're gonna play the Browns? Like,
Are you gonna just burn them again? What you think you do? I mean,
I think the media put us against each other. I like them so.
you're friends.
We were in a hot tub time machine, bro.
Yeah, he's cool. He plays video games just like me. That's what he really do.
For me, be able to break the all-time Russian leader in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the UK O-line, man. Y'all did that.
When you wake up in the morning, you don't want to have to feel like you're doing work.
Exactly.
You want to feel blessed and excited to do what you're doing day in and day out. And I can truly say that.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the rum boys and girls. What it do? Dilly dilly. That was live, man. What it is, what it do.
Dude, Hunter Renfrow is 50 years old.
I was gonna say I've never seen someone look so young and so old at the exact same time.
Search his name.
I know when he was
Bogart,
he had that old looking face.
That shit's
He's
a
young at heart.
Appreciate
Don't disparage Hunter Renfrow. He's a god.
Hey,
so
he's part of the fraternity. I won a title with him his rookie year. So
this man Justin, when he got champagne, threw on his damn fucking blazer. Yo,
I had to get in.
He's like, I had to get in. He's like, I had to
You gotta step up to Stacey.
Bro, I got a blazer right here too, bro. Hold on.
Hold the fuck up. Yo,
This ain't Sunday. This is Friday night.
We're going in. We're going in.
Why Renfrow look like he's 30, bro? He looked 45. Stop giving him that credit.
I actually had a bottle of champagne still sitting from New Year's, so I'm like, you know what? Let's see.
It's aged well.
Yeah.
Pop that bitch.
Oh, I did.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Perry, you're a Cowboys. You're out in Cali.
I am. I'm in Los Angeles.
Oh, nice, man.
Let's go.
It was
You're like outside the city.
yeah. I'm still shunned the same way as
Jonathan,
you.
interviews are still up. They're on our YouTube playlist. If you go on our YouTube, it's right on our playlist. As soon as you scroll on our homepage.
Semi-casual.
Real quick, if I can, who's a part of the actual like Rumboyz? Is it everybody in here?
So Justin, Bogart, Miles, and yeah, and then Sven, like he chips in like part time.
I'm in honor. I'm in honor. I'm in honor.
He's upon the pirate ship.
Yeah. Me and Rumboyz had a deep connection with sportscasters for a long time because I own my own network Unwrapped, and then me and Robbie are homies now. He was on my show a couple weeks ago. I'm part of the family now. No matter what, I'll be here. So.
He's in.
I love it.
I'm swabbing the deck.
We align very well.
You know, but we're still bringing on on air personalities and
he dressed up like for an interview, bro.
Hey,
he's well dressed for the interview, bro. You got the job.
He keeps dropping them isms. He keeps dropping them isms.
Hey, he got the isms, bro.
After this show, who knows?
He got the isms. You feel me?
So that's how we flowing. Hey, y'all ready to get back up into the rest of the show sheet? Y'all ready to kick ass the nickname?
Let's do
this.
I'm boring ready, bro.
Yo, many industry analysts, they're speculating whether or not Aaron Rodgers, that bad man, is going to return to Green Bay or not. He went on Pat McAfee's show recently. Big shout out to the big homie Pat. We trying to reach your level. We see you. He went on homie Pat McAfee's show and he said, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't be there. Do you think that he should continue to pursue his goal towards retiring with the same team? Or do you see him doing that Joe Montana, Brett Favre, even Michael Jordan did if we want to go with a different sport? Do you see him? Tom Brady. Do you see him doing the same trend?
Let me get him.
Well, it's your up.
Yeah. All right. Listen, he ain't going nowhere yet. You know what I mean? He will do the Joe Montana. He will do the Brett Favre because he'll be like, 38, 39 when he finally does go somewhere else. He's going to be there for one more year. There's no way. Obviously, when you lose, a bigger game like that, you know what I mean? Like the NFC title game, second year in a row. You know what I mean? He's like, you're coming back. You know what I mean? We're going to make a run at it one more game.
Yeah, year.
Yeah, you feel me? Like it's just he ain't leaving. He was crying a little bit.
I love Chris. He got his blazer too.
I peeped that.
You feel me?
We made you feel accepted like
That's a fraternity. That's a fraternity man right there. I can tell you. He has the blazer right next to him, literally right here.
There's a little pin with an R on it.
I was too. I see you, bro. I was a Theta Chi. I know you're Kappa Sig. I see you, bro.
Hey, Theta Chi, baby, ride till you die.
Hi, Kappa Psi right here, yo.
I love this. I love this. Listen, I didn't go to college, but I sold a lot of drugs to college.
I sold drugs too.
I did
Marijuana.
too.
Drugs in college.
Yeah, I did too.
We're not drug dealers. We're
off topic, guys. We're off topic.
Also, what I did in college.
Oh man.
You don't want no
give me money.
College. Nah,
College, give me money.
Go ahead, Bogey.
He ain't going nowhere, and like
no time.
I do have a theory. When he does move on, we're gonna go ahead and right the ship. He's gonna come to the Niners because we should have just been drafted him.
Bring him home.
Just bring it home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I hope you're right. Give me him over Matthew Stafford every day. But no, I don't think he's going. So first of all, he sent a signal to the team, right? He said he wants an extension. Like him saying he wants an extension is him saying, I'm not done after this year. I know you guys drafted a quarterback, but I'm staying around. Right. Whether it's for you or someone else, I'm gonna be in this league. Do you want to play against me? And I don't think the answer is yes to that if they're smart. I mean,
I know.
They did bring in that quarterback, but I mean, the longer that quarterback stays on the bench, the less you're going to have to pay him on his second contract. So go ahead, keep him there as long as Aaron Rodgers putting up the numbers he's putting up. Like you don't have to pay a backup quarterback too much money.
Right.
Okay, AL. You got a dip soon.
Yeah, I think Rodgers will be here too. I completely agree with that. He had an amazing season. He's got another year in his contract. I got 2 years. But I guess he does have a potential out in 2022. But I don't know. I just feel like that stuff, like he's got all the leverage in the situation. If someone asks you, like, are you going to be here next year? Of course you're going to just like front like that. Like you're going to say, I don't know. Like a lot of people's futures are uncertain. You're not going to be like, yeah, no, I definitely want to be back here.
He was crying a little bit.
Right. He's pissed. He lost. So like, that's fine. He's a little baby.
By law, he has to go back there.
Yeah, I think he'll be there. I don't think it makes a ton of sense for him to move. I think that's like a lot of work for him for not much gain.
He cries big old tears out of them gigantic eyeballs, bro. He got
big old alligator tears. Big old alligator.
He got the hugest eyeballs this side of the Mississippi.
If he comes to the Niners, we promise to draft a receiver.
Really quick. Before you
Robbie, I think we just got a bromance on your show.
Yeah, I know. I see it in the chat. That's why I put it on the fucking.
It's great. Hey, let him go, man. Just let him
exactly.
go.
Just let it happen.
All love, baby.
It's love.
All love
everywhere.
Love, give me money.
Does that look like a man that's leaving? Like that's a man in the back of a pickup truck with beer.
That's what I was going to bring up.
Yesterday. Does he look like he's
going to a fraternity party? That's what he looks like.
I'll let Peacock, you run with that. I was just going to show the photos.
He's on his way. He's on his way to Maggie's house.
That's the most Wisconsin thing I've ever seen.
Exactly.
They're getting some cheese curds.
Gentlemen, really quick. JL, before you leave, go ahead and let people know where they can find you, all that good stuff. You know, your YouTube, your Twitter. You know, talk to them.
Hell yeah! So I'm a founder of Front Yard Fantasy. And we have a game show, fantasy football game show that we live stream every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern, where we take popular game shows, Family Feud, Quiplash, Jackbox games, shit like that, and we adapt it for fantasy. And then we just compete and we shit talk for an hour, talk fantasy. So
you can literally just became my best friend.
Where do I sign up to compete?
Bogart,
all of you are welcome. All the Rumboyz are welcome. All you here are welcome. Every day, 3 p.m. Eastern. You can find us on YouTube or Twitch, Front Yard Fantasy.
I'm there.
Oh, yes. Dilly, brother. Sir. Hey, JL, I appreciate you for pulling up.
Jean-Luc.
Appreciate you having me.
Jean-Luc.
I also appreciate you pulling up and representing the DMV one time, you know, here on the stream,
two
bro.
Up, two down.
Yeah, you know, it ain't too often, you know, we get it popping. So I appreciate you. You know, you repping Baltimore. You holding it down. You and I talked earlier on the phone. and we chopped it up. And I expect to hear a lot more from you. Expect me to be on that game show. And yo, much love, man. Cheers
Very
to
soon.
you, Dilly. J Love. You have a great, wonderful.
Hey, here's to you all.
Rumboyz
Hey,
season.
hell yeah, man.
Thank
great,
you, Robbie.
great meeting
Thank
you,
you,
bro.
Rumboyz.
We'll connect soon, bro. Great meeting
Absolutely,
you.
yeah. Likewise.
Meeting you,
Thanks for
brother.
coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Enjoy the rest of your night, fellas.
Game shows
Hey,
give me
take care,
money.
bro. Nice to meet you, for real.
Likewise.
I fucking
Easy.
love Family
Easy,
Feud.
don't judge me. I'm drinking out of a wine glass.
Oh shit! I gotta bring
Go
up.
ahead, take it away, Steezy. It's you're technically up in the box next. Go ahead.
Let's go.
Changed everything.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm 100% with Bogart. Aaron Rodgers, he's not going nowhere. He's staying at least for the time being, at least for another season or two. He was just frustrated. He's talking about, my future's a beautiful mystery and whatnot.
Fuck yeah, it is.
He just talking just to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, if you look at the Green Bay Packers and you look at the rest of the teams in the league, is it really a better situation than Green Bay? Because with the inexperienced head coach, his first 2 years they've gone 13-3. They've gone to the NFC Championship game. They got a good, maybe not great defense, but a defense good enough to be in the Super Bowl. They got one of the best offensive lines in football. They got the best receiver in football. They got one of the best running backs in football, and they got a very creative offensive mind and head coach Matt LaFleur. And so,
Jair Alexander too. Shut down.
But do they have one of the best running backs going forward?
We don't know.
And he's a free agent, so his
Jamal Williams,
beautiful mystery, if you will. Jamal Williams is very solid as well. AJ Dillon,
I see what you did there.
In limited touches, he showed out. Yeah. So I think he was just very frustrated. We all know he's somewhat of a diva. Sorry if I offended any Packer fans, but that's what he is. He's a diva. And so he gonna cry from here and there, but. Once again, with Bogart, I think he spends another year here in Green Bay, but I think maybe down the line, because they disrespected him so much, throughout the entirety of his career, they drafted a backup quarterback. They've never drafted a wide receiver for him in the first round. He don't get the same love that Brett Favre got, so I can see him leaving down the line, but he's definitely going to run it back another year in Green Bay. They've had too much success. They still have the ingredients, to potentially make another Super Bowl run. So I think he's all good. He's winning MVP. Maybe once he gets the MVP, maybe he'll calm down a little bit. Maybe he'll be cool, get out his feelings. But I think for the time being, for the next year or two, expect him in Green Bay.
Already. I appreciate it. Sven, and then we go Perry, and then we'll just put it back in order.
I don't see Aaron Rodgers leaving. There's really no point. I mean, he owns Wisconsin.
It's on this way. Are we gonna all go consensus? Like, I don't see him leaving either.
Hey,
here's not. I don't think he is. I feel like it's the question of like they drafted him a lot higher than Love. You know what I mean? Like the situation,
right?
Like, so it could be very similar. We have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. We don't know. I mean, this dude, like, he could show up and ball out like Aaron Rodgers did. We have no idea because we haven't seen it.
He wasn't even the backup. He was like the third.
Right, exactly. So we don't.
I mean, here's the problem: is you got Deshaun Watson trying to get traded, right? And like we said, he's still under contract. Who are you going to give up more for? Deshaun Watson, who's like X in his amount of years younger. Or Aaron Rodgers. So like the market isn't good for him for this either. So it's just not a good situation for him to leave there.
30, maybe 29 teams would probably want. You know what I mean? Like there's so many, like 28 teams would take Aaron Rodgers right now over the Patriots. They're perfect, like their position right now. Like
absolutely.
Chris, do you see anything different?
He's like, come to the Texans, please. He's like,
you're mute.
He's not going to get mad. And I think we're going to be in agreement on this just because of this. You look at from the inception of the Green Bay Packers in 1921, they've always had a duel between quarterbacks, starting with Adolf Kleinberg to Arnie Hebert, right? All the way down.
Oh, sure.
Hell of a name.
That's
His
name
was Adolf.
I had both of them on my fantasy team that year. Actually.
Then you're looking at Cecil Isbell and then Tony Candio, Herb Comp, Tony Robin, all the way to we can probably remember, right? Bart Starr. Bart Starr had 15 seasons with the Green Bay Packers, but in the last 3, he was still superseded by the successor. You look at Brett Favre, he's had 15 seasons with the Green Bay Packers, but in 2005, Aaron Rodgers got drafted. That's 15 but 3. Aaron Rodgers, he's got about 2 or 3 more seasons to hit that 15 mark and have Jordan Love be his successor. He's only like 40 touchdowns behind Brett Favre to lead it. So Aaron Rodgers will finish as a Green Bay Packer, and he will have the all-time leading passing record for them. 15 seasons, 15. Jordan Love will probably be there for 4 or 5, and we'll finally find the Green Bay Packers' future quarterback in about 3 or 4 years.
That was some Illuminati shit.
That was some Illuminati shit.
Yeah.
And we go to Miles.
He got the isms, bro.
I go ahead and eat this edible.
No, I liked it though, man. That was fucking dope. That was some info that I hadn't. Some
That
angle.
was some info I needed to know, bro.
That's way back. That was way back.
That's why I love having Chris on the show, because he is like he's on his shit. Like he does not fuck around.
I was making a snack for my kids, like real quick or whatever the heck, and I came back and I was like, "Are we still on the same question?"
That's what I walked up to.
If I knew how to write, I would write that shit down.
But no, I mean, look, Rodgers. He wants to relax. What a better place to relax than in Green Bay, where it's freaking chill. It's like your backyard hometown from high school. And like you said, Perry showed the video earlier. Like he's chilling in the back of a truck with a case of beer. He's ready to go hang out and just be a dude. And he loves it there. And I'm sure he doesn't want to leave. Like Justin mentioned, he asked for an extension, testing the waters there, see what's going to go on, because we know that there's a guy waiting in the wings, but that's exactly what it is. He's waiting in the wings. He could be in training. Maybe they don't stick with him. Who knows? But I don't see that's not Green Bay's MO.
Shout out to Brett Hundley.
Yeah.
Ow.
Ouch. Kaiser. So anyway,
Kaiser.
So yeah,
Matt Flynn.
he may not be the guy, because maybe Rodgers
with the Flynn.
Maybe Rodgers doesn't have just 2 to 3 more years. Maybe he has another 5, and then that rookie contract that that he's on is not worth the while to extend him or keep him on the team as a backup or whatever it may be, or close to it. So I think I agree with mostly everybody.
He's doing yoga now, bro. He's probably gonna last at least 5 more years, bro.
It's a difference maker. It's a difference.
It really is.
Yoga, bro.
Stretching. Yes.
Daily when you get older, and then taking care of your diet.
Motherfucker doing yoga.
So
I just had back surgery last year, man. I gotta get back into that shit.
I'm all about that though. Rodgers, I wish I can't see him anywhere else. Where's he gonna go though? I mean, come on.
Let's see
To
here.
the Niners, bro.
Chicago, Minnesota.
San Francisco.
No, all good. No, perfect timing. After their
Minnesota.
Week 16 loss to Miami, the Raiders wide receiver Nelson Aguilar stormed into the locker room and told teammates, "You suck." All of you, it's a fucking embarrassment. You suck.
Was Gruden in there?
Yeah,
It was Gruden with a Nelson Aguilar costume or something.
But no, I completely went Letterkenny with that impersonation with the just embarrassing. So no one. He also said that no one is held accountable on the team. Does Aguilar have a point in reference to the Las Vegas Raiders culture?
I mean, I'll start it off. I think the Raiders have been always known as a team that hasn't had the tightest culture around. That some years worse than others. I think the Cowboys, me and Sven can tell there was a few. There was all those years where it's like, oh, you've had felonies and all these other things. Like, why don't you come to the squad? It's all good.
Come
like,
to the Cowboys.
You have talent that
all county team.
Yeah, you're masked by all these discrepancies. Like, why don't you come onto the squad and we'll wait that 10-game hearing out with you until you're ready to go for playoff time.
That's why
Arlington's a hell of a place anyway. Come on.
Because they're always going to the Super Bowl.
Raiders do that times 10. Nelson Aguilar had nothing to say either, man. Like, wasn't he just dropping passes for the Eagles the year prior?
Yeah.
You're blessed to be there. You're blessed to go to a place that doesn't have as good of a culture and won't put up with your shit to where you get as much volume as you got a year after that shit. Right. But I'm just saying, any other competent franchise after seeing what they saw then, I don't think he gets that same amount of volume. He was like a wide receiver 2 for them. It was supposed to be Ruggs. It wasn't. He was their wide receiver 2. And that was because Waller is there and is pretty much Megatron. Yeah, so he's pretty much that like Megatron tight end kind of thing that they have going
Just
on.
throw it up to him.
It's the Raiders, man. You could be in Las Vegas, you could be in Oakland, regardless. That's gonna follow you.
Oakland, bro.
You know how it is, man. I don't think Gruden's there to whip anybody into shape. He's there. He's making tons of money on a 10-year contract. He's there for the show. He loved Hard Knocks. He loved that shit. That's how it is. It's the Raiders. You know how it is. It's not you come here and we're gonna teach you how to be a good man. That is not that way. If you brought half that shit into Foxborough, Belichick cut you no matter who the hell you are. It doesn't matter. When you go, that's never been the thing for the Raiders, if that's Las Vegas.
He told everybody they suck, though. That's how bad they are. Like, because he actually sucks. So
They should have won that game, though.
They're really that bad, man.
That was a
coaching, bro.
Was that the Derek Carr injury game? Or?
I want to say something about that game, though. If y'all remember, you know what I'm saying? What is it? It's like 39 seconds left. The Raiders have the ball. So they, you know what I'm saying? And then they tell
bring it down.
They tell Josh Jacobs not to run it in, right? They're like, don't run that shit in. Then they take the knee, they get it down to 19 seconds, kick the field goal, right? Then when they go to kick it off, they kick it out the back of the end zone like some stupid fucks because that stops the clock, right? And then you have the Magic Man. You know, he's just
the Magic Man.
And then bam, you know what I mean? Down the field,
field goal.
You know what I'm saying? Field goal, and they had one of the Jason Myers. Is that his name? Sanders. Jason Sanders, one of the best kickers. He has like a 50-yard boot on deck.
Neither.
You know what I mean?
Neither, Berto.
Bruh.
Me, I trust me.
Yeah, I'd be like, I trust myself in that case, Berto.
Maybe Robbie, if I had no choice, I see him down there, I'd be like, yeah, I trust you. Go ahead,
Hey,
touch my
yeah,
kid.
you know I would do it. You know I would. Like shit. By the way, guys, I am gonna have
poor coaching.
That's a tough question, bro.
I am working with a local QB to have a route compilation come out for you guys. So you
His
guys,
name is John Elway.
You guys actually, I have to find a producer that's gonna chop it up, but you guys will actually get to see me go all 9 routes.
Cool. Okay.
Holy fuck!
I have highlight videos of when I play, but it's like in the.
Oh my god!
Oh, send it over.
720. It's in 720. It's not in HD.
I'm gonna have like
the cameraman sucks.
Slide that on my DMs, bro. I'm keeping it blunt when I'm smoking. I'm breaking it down.
Dude, look at this man getting holy fuck.
There's too much head in that. Your butler is. What's your butler doing, man?
He's
that shit is boss, bro. Hey, that's a clip.
Garcon.
And listen, we don't even know if the butler can hear us right now. That's the thing because he's got his ear pods in, right?
Okay.
So like, I kind of want the butler to hear us.
Garcon.
Gaston.
No, that's Beauty and the Beast.
The manager's like, hey, you're never going on that show again.
Ever.
He said, I appreciate the love.
Hey, Steezy's butler he's probably like something like Lane or something like something real like.
Steezy got a butler for real.
That shit is boss.
That's his
No. Hold on. We're just joking around because you're.
I know.
Yeah, no, listen, our version's better.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
You're a better man than me.
You're a boss. You're a boss in a mansion in his new mansion with his butler.
If it was my friend,
real soon.
yeah. If it was my friend, he would hate me because I'd be like, yeah, that's my butler.
Not too much.
Let's see. Who else has to go on the Aguilar topic?
It's the Raiders.
Everybody.
Steezy hasn't won.
It's the Raiders.
Yeah, man. To be honest, y'all kind of said it. You know, Aguilar. I don't know why he talking. I mean, he ain't never done shit. He ain't never had a 1,000-yard season.
Thank you.
He probably had
Thank
more
you.
drops.
Thank
probably
you.
had more drops than I did my high school career. So you know, there's that. But he does make somewhat of a good point. You know what I'm saying? Because the Raiders, they've had 2
because they
years
suck.
they were in prime playoff position and they ended up choking. You know, both these years, they were like 6-4, and they were in prime position to grab like the 5th or 6th seed in the playoffs. And then the last couple of games,
and it all slips away.
And it just slips away. And so he does have a point about, you know, maybe a lack of culture, but at the same time, I mean, man, why are you even talking, bro? I mean,
I heard a coach call out.
Cool. It's cool. You in the NFL, you a wide receiver. You know, you making millions. If he's even making millions, but I mean, it doesn't mean
He's
everybody's
a thousand.
Making more than us.
He's a
I'll tell you
thousandaire.
that.
He's a thousandaire.
But you know, not that doesn't mean everybody's entitled. You know, I'm just calling it how I see it. Like, you know, if he was a Darren Waller and Darren Waller was if he was saying some shit like that, then it's like, okay, that's valid. Okay, you know, talking shit. But Aguilar, I mean, he was only a wide receiver 2 this year because.
But he came off of a winning team, and he knows what it takes to win. So like,
but he had his best year.
Yeah,
and he had
He
watched a lot of football.
But I heard a coach from Las Vegas call out
He
like
was in
saying,
the rotation.
he was saying like we did not have a single player who stood out on defense this year. Basically, it's what he said.
No,
and I was like, golly. No. One of the coaches from Vegas.
That's how you hype him up, bro.
Killed him.
That's how you like just
Demoralized, yeah.
Chris is coming. Chris, I'm gonna talk. Easy, stick around after the show.
No, but last thing
I'm drawing it up right now.
With Aguilar, I mean, look, if he's talking about the whole team sucked, I mean, he wasn't all that good too. You know, he had a career year. You know, he had about 800 yards, 8 touchdowns. But I mean, come on, man, you can't call that your team, and you ain't even the best player on your team. You ain't even setting an example for your team. So come on, man, don't even say none of that shit. You know, just keep that shit to yourself. You know, don't try to throw nobody under the bus. You know what I'm saying? If they make the playoffs, then maybe there'll be a little bit more validity, a little bit more credibility on his end. But until then, man, I mean, I don't want to hear none of that shit for real.
For real.
Let's go.
That's what I'm saying. Like, fucking Aguilar. What has he done to prove himself? Like, even he was on a successful team, but he wasn't part of their success. He was part of their. They were successful despite him.
That was
like at the end of their season, did they come in come into the locker room and be like, Nelson Aguilar, you fucking suck? Like, no, they didn't do that shit to him, but they should have, right?
All of Philly did.
Like,
all of Philly did for sure.
He hasn't been successful his whole career. And like you were a pretty good receiver on a pretty bad team, you know, but like you weren't the best receiver. You weren't the best player. Like, who are you talking to? Like, you should just be quiet, go sit there, take your lickings, and hope you have a contract.
Hey, what do we say in the military, Justin? Shut up and call her.
Right?
Yo, that is my favorite saying.
Bro, just, suck it up and just hope you have a contract next year, because, like, you're not the reason this team is going to be successful or not.
You ain't even finna be on that team, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're a stopgap.
Like you're not the reason they're bad either.
Who has it?
No, you're not. But he's just a stopgap. He's just there to fill a roster spot until they get a receiver that's worth it.
He was the wide receiver 1. Technically, he was the wide receiver 1.
If you don't include their tight end,
who has not?
Don't disrespect the old man Hunter Renfrow.
Who has not responded? Okay, Sven, go.
Don't disrespect Jason Witten.
Dude, I saw him at Central Market. I nearly crapped my pants. We made eye contact. My wife was like, she's like, is that Jason Witten? And I looked up and we looked at each other, and I looked down and I was like, yeah, that's him.
That was your moment, Schmidt.
You didn't know what to do, though.
I blacked out. I completely stalled. I blacked out.
You woke up naked.
I was goofy going down on skis, man. That's exactly what I was. Like, I died.
You tied your shoe.
Harry just read what I wrote. I seen it in his eyes.
But Nelson,
God.
his stats. You know how many? He only had 48 catches, but he had 896 yards. That's
he had like a handful of 50-yard house calls.
Ridiculous. But my question,
50-60-yard house calls.
A lot of those ended in the end zone, so he could have kept going.
My question to this though is that what's going on in the locker room for him to even like remotely? Maybe I don't know. Maybe because he feels he's experienced, more than Hunter Renfrow, Brian Edwards, like Henry Ruggs. Like there's some younger wide
Hunter Renfro's been around for years, bro. He's wise beyond belief.
You can't deadlift without your shoes.
I don't know if he's that. I get what you're saying. I don't know if he's that though, but I
LA Fitness old head thinks he knows everything.
But I don't know.
Hey, have you ever been to LA Fitness and you go to play a fucking pickup game basketball? You're like, yo, I'm just trying to play basketball. And there's always that old fucking practice squad G League or like fucking NFL player, and they like, yo, give me the ball. Let me show you how athletic I am. And it's like, yo, you are washed up for a reason.
Sit down, old head.
Like, sit the fuck down. Like, shit. Dude, Dave
haven't had that experience.
Bruh. I live in Colorado Springs. And we have
I am an old head. So you know
we have a lot of former Olympic athletes and a lot of former athletes are like, yeah, I come here for the elevation. It's like, bro, I smoke weed and I still smoke your ass. Like it happens because they lose that step where they've dealt with injuries. So it's like you can't move the way I can. Like I got shot at the military. That's the extent. Like shit. Like my teeth are fake. Like that's it. Like you got broken knees and shit. Like fuck. Like I'm sorry for you. Like I'm dusting you on this 9 route. Bye.
Latest.
Yeah, and I'm 30.
Supposed to play on Sunday. I don't know about doing it. I like my Sundays. Like I'd rather play during the week. That way I can just get away from everybody. I
have a game. I have a game in 2 weeks that I'm not. I'm like, I'm ready.
I didn't even minor, like very minor case of turf toe, but it's been like fuck. That's why I don't want to play on Sunday.
That's why I've just been getting my feet adjusted to it. Anyway,
Watson would have played.
Chris, Miles, do you guys feel any way about Aguilar, or are you guys ready to talk about some wide receivers, some real wide receivers?
No, I agree. I agree. You don't call people.
Let's talk more about Aguilar.
You don't say you all suck. You say we suck, and you be a teammate, or something. But you don't say.
Hey, that was the first time I heard of that. Reading this show sheet though, that was the first time I heard about the Aguilar shit. I was like,
I had to look it up too, and I was like, what the fuck?
The dude sucked. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up.
Virgil in the chat was like, I wouldn't let him catch my baby. Yeah, I wouldn't either because I've seen that before. The dude in Philly caught the baby out the burning building.
Yeah.
Aguilar couldn't do it. He got bricks for hands. Can't tell no one he sucks.
Yeah, you look down there and you see Nelson Aguilar, and you're like, "I'll take my chance."
Okay, it's all right.
I'll jump with the baby.
Hey, I'm like, you know what? It's time to turn the fucking Barry Sanders to this fucking burning building. Let's go, baby. Oh.
Damn.
No, you need more north-south. You don't want to go Barry Sanders. Too much lateral movement.
Yeah, too much
not making it through that burning building.
I love the tape analysis. Ooh, that was.
Hey, Berto, I met Emmett Smith in a New Mexico prison. He was there visiting his friend, and I was.
What?
I was there for a family, and I was young. I was like 10.
And he's like, put that on Emmett Smith's in here.
There's a picture. My dad has a picture with him. Like I don't know why I wasn't in the picture, but
of all places.
Perry said he met Kobe. Oh,
nice.
So
I've been close and said hey, and they're like, hey, but we didn't meet.
Man,
it's been a year, man. I can't believe it's been a year.
Yeah.
I remember exactly where I was. Hey, I don't know.
Yep. Cheers
to Kobe and everyone else on the.
Dude, I can't believe it's already been a year. That's crazy.
Wow.
Fucking.
Hey, while you take this shot, this shot is for Kobe, but 2's up in the air for Gigi. Let's go, fellas.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Everyone on the helicopter.
I'll do another one. Yeah. Look at Perry.
Oh, nice. My kids are in the next room. I gotta go to the garage.
Strikeout.
I'm actually pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. So I've kept it to 1 beer and then just was gonna smoke it out the rest of the show.
Yeah,
but that's just not gonna stop me to come on.
Oh, you're good.
The shots will help you.
Perry, can I get you on my show later?
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
I used to be sick and not stop taking medication.
Hit me up, bro. DM me. I'll throw you my number. I'll give it out like a slut at a party, bro.
Hey,
give it out. Anybody, y'all family now. Y'all can hit me up day and night.
I tried to get.
That was the most LA thing that you could have said. Like, I love being around Perry because he reminds me of like my second home so much. I'm like, Randy's donuts, motherfucker.
I love Robbie to death, bro. This guy's the best.
Hey,
man.
Can we all just agree Robbie needs to get on like a Netflix type thing going on right now? Like,
we're trying to get it going.
We are. Actually, I'm drawing up a legitimate business proposal.
Have your people call my people.
Yeah, and we're gonna send it off, and we're gonna fucking pray. If they don't answer, they don't answer. If they do, then they do.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. I'm gonna take your stock if you don't.
Damn. Hey,
Keep trying.
Stonks.
Try
You see what Reddit has done?
every single network you can think of.
Hey, let's talk more about Nelson Aguilar.
No, fuck that.
I thought we were talking about real wide receivers
right about now.
Hey, yo, is Steezy like he's really good, man? He's a good stage at he's.
I mean, he's almost mannequin style.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh,
there he is.
Yeah, he's back. He's back.
Like he was like, dude, you're good, bro.
So we start off at the bottom of the panel.
He's frozen.
He got isms, bro.
We start off at the bottom of the panel with Miles.
Oh shit! That's a question.
Our favorite position to talk about on God's green earth.
Doggy's
wide receiver.
I knew he was gonna go.
Pause.
I knew it was like,
No, yeah,
Spencer's Sagittarius like me. Like, the way he was wording it, for sure. We're too immature for that.
He's like doggy style.
That's why I said pause, bro.
I was like, yeah, for sure.
So Kenny Galladay, Cory Davis, Allen Robinson, T.Y. Hilton, and many more are available in free agency. Pick your favorite available wide receiver in the market right now, and what team do you think is the best fit? And we're just going to go rapid fire. Miles, go.
All right, so I'm just going to go with the other. I'm going to take the field on this question. I'm going to say a team that needs a wide receiver. We were talking about the quarterback earlier. Maybe they should have drafted a wide receiver instead of the heir apparent or whatever. So Will Fuller to the Green Bay Packers would make my heart. No, dude, that would make my heart.
I like that.
Because he has become that steady, deep threat that MBS and all those other guys are like once a game. Fuller can now command 15 targets, work in tandem with Devontae Adams, who has a similar route set to DeAndre Hopkins.
Very similar.
They can unlock the Aaron Rodgers and still have your Aaron, maybe not your Aaron Jones, your AJ Dillon,
and maybe the cold weather freezes that hamstring right into place, so he
maybe not.
Okay.
No, the steroids will do that.
I just wanted to think. I wanted to go outside. I was gonna go outside the box there and not take the field on that one. You guys can.
Dose Congo, give me money. No.
Dose Congo, yeah.
Go ahead, Chris.
Robbie, Miles, I told you earlier. That's why I Fox was with you, man. I think we're thinking the same thing outside the box. I'm not talking about these top three guys at all. I'm talking about Lil Jordan Humphrey out of South Lake, Texas. He went to the University of Texas, TU, hook 'em, saw him off, baby.
Come on.
But he's an unrestricted free agent this year.
I like UT.
Super, super cheap. He went 3 for 46 and 15.3 yards per catch. In 2018, his junior year at Texas University with Matthew McConaughey. All right. 1,176 yards for 9 touchdowns. And he also ran the ball 6 times for a touchdown as well. He had 3 standout games at the University of Texas against Week 6 Oklahoma, 133 yards and 1. Plus, the dude can paint your back porch because he went 2 for 2 for 10 and a touchdown against that Oklahoma secondary.
You did not. Wait, you did not just go.
Yes.
Hold on. Rest in peace to the great Stuart Scott. You did not just go fucking full Sports Center. He will paint your back. He is cooler than the other side. You did not just go with that. Hey,
back.
I'm going to say this right here, right now.
Defense too, but
cheers.
I remember exactly the morning that it had. Oh my god.
Hey, I don't care. All of you guys are local to each other, and you guys are able to make drives to each other. I do not give a damn if you go to see each other, as long as you be safe and you wear your Rumboyz.com mask.
Yeah, bro. Hey, when back in the day, when it was Sarasota and McGuire,
I'll send you my address, and however much I'll Venmo you the money.
You have extra large faces.
I'm not a player, but I crush a lot.
Yes, man. We got one for your big ass head too. Go ahead, finish your turn.
2 more weeks.
My boss actually.
No, 2 weeks, right? Outside Oklahoma, he finished that up in week 9 and week 10. Lil Jordan Humphrey, right? My sister-in-law, Kaylee, awesome Kaylee. She went to the University of Texas as well. Told me about this guy against West Virginia and then against Tech, back-to-back weeks. 9 catches, 8 catches, 143.
I need to write some of this down. I
3
feel like.
touchdowns total against these weak defenses in the Big 12. That little Jordan Humphrey needs to come back to Houston.
It's so impossible.
The 6'4", 225 pounds.
He is a big boy.
DK Metcalf that we need.
Big Jordan.
Hey,
Come on,
I feel so bad for Bogart tomorrow morning because he's Rumboyz post production. He does all of our post production. He's gonna have so
Allegedly.
much shit. Like, no, I'm not even gonna let you do it.
Yeah,
like,
I
you
know.
literally
I'm
do
not
it.
trying to
Yeah.
curve it.
But like,
No, that's legal. You can do that.
he's literally gonna have to. I think this is Bogart's hardest episode to ever cut. To be honest, like,
Listen, bro,
I do not.
It's
I've
good
cut some
times.
hard.
Good times.
You cut some hard episodes, but
No, never mind. You know, I don't need to run that back. You know what I'm saying? It's a little
oh
bit.
god, yes, I knew where you were gonna go. Stop it, Spin. You're
cutting hard,
hurt.
B.
Spin. We cutting hard.
cutting soft, too.
Go ahead.
Go. Get money.
Give me money.
Give me money.
I don't know why. I really want Allen Robinson back in Jacksonville.
I was literally going to say. I literally, Sven, I swear. Sven, I swear. I
They
was about
got
to say
money
that.
though. They do got money.
Sven, I swear I was about to
They have the most cap space. You're going to draft. Okay, they
Trevor
draft.
Lawrence.
Let's be
Let's
real.
go.
They're not.
Let's go.
They're not going to get one of those
They
wide
ain't
receivers
finna not get
in
him.
their next pick unless they trade up. Like I don't think they're going to get a Jamar Chase. Like none of those guys are going to be available. So you have to sign someone, and I think Allen Robinson is the best wide receiver. Kenny Golladay, I love Kenny Golladay. I love what do they call him? Babytron, whatever.
Mapletron.
If he can stay healthy, that's the thing.
That's
Babytron.
Chase Claypool.
Junior varsity Tron.
Allen Robinson has shown it year in and year out. He needs to be I think Urban Meyer could make him like a 16 to 100 receptions at least. Allen Robinson to Jacksonville, back to Jacksonville.
Rodimus Prime.
Steezy, what you got?
Man, hey, I know this might sound like a common answer, but you know, I'm gonna have to go with Kenny Galladay to the Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
Oh,
that's not common. I've heard that one. I've heard
I
that
like
one.
it though.
That's new to me.
Love it.
Either he's gonna be catching passes from Tua, or he might be catching passes from Deshaun Watson. It don't matter who. They need a wide receiver regardless, and so they could pair him up with, let's say, if they keep Tua, maybe they draft Jamar Chase. Maybe they pair him up with Devontae Smith, and then you add in a Kenny Galladay. Man, Tua got no excuses. This is if they don't get Deshaun Watson. Yeah. But I think Kenny Galladay with the Miami Dolphins, you know, they get a legitimate number one. Devontae Parker, I think he's a number one, but you know, he's injured too much. He's a little inconsistent. And even if there was to draft,
He's a 2.5.
He's a 2.5. You know,
At best.
I don't know yet.
Okay, he's a 2.
He's a 2, but you know, with Kenny Galladay, I've seen flashes. I've seen a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So
Kenny Galladay's that boy.
A number one. He just got to stay healthy. That's what it is. You know, and if the Dolphins get Deshaun Watson, man, all the better, you know, because they could get Kenny Galladay, Devontae Parker. They won't need to use that draft pick because they're going to use it to trade for Deshaun Watson.
Gesicki?
So, and they got Gesicki at tight end. So, you know, they got some weapons on
Get Gesicki with it?
You know, from UW, get Gesicki with it. You know?
Dude, do you have a little black book? Do you have a little
No,
black
I just came up with that one. I just tweaked that one.
You're a machine, Bogart. You're a machine.
Hey, it's because he plays in Miami too, so it just works.
You're like Antoine, bro. Like you have your black book is like unreal.
It's the mushrooms.
You know,
I'm not gonna kill your fish. I'm not gonna kill your fish tank.
It's the mushrooms, man.
I'll take it. Are you done, Steve? I love what you just said
Go
about.
ahead, Perry.
I was about to say I literally love what you said about the Dolphins pick because I was about to bring up a team that needs a wide receiver that would bring them flash is the Dolphins. I didn't have a name necessarily for it, but you putting it on the number like that, I love that. Him going there, Devontae Parker, not healthy all the time either. He's shown flashes. I think he could be a number 2 if he's there. Other than that, there's been no one else that's been trying.
Parker
Grant,
stays with a growing up.
Parker, Preston Williams, like they've been trying out all these guys, but no one has stuck when they've thrown it against the wall. I think you go for
Grant.
That defense is legit. We were just talking about the Washington Redskins. Yeah, we were talking about the Washington football team having a defense that was able to compete if you brought him that white quarterback.
The Dolphins were dogs, bro.
The Dolphins are the same. And Flores is a hell of a coach. Seriously, he's brought them up very quickly. That defense is stellar. They forced a turnover, I think, in every single game last season. If I'm not mistaken. I don't even know how many times
actually, that was the Ravens. That was the Ravens. But they did.
It was almost.
They won 17 games straight stretched from last year.
So crazy, man. Yeah. The one that I can envision, though, is I love what Sven said about Allen Robinson going to the Jags. And I know that sounds crazy because he was there. But his quarterbacks, his career has been Blake Bortles, Nick Foles, and Trubisky. And let me get this straight because he's had 7 seasons.
Hold on. Chase Daniels. Let's go.
Okay, exactly. He's had 7 seasons. One of them that he played he caught like a pass. So we'll avoid that season. He played 6 full seasons that he was healthy. He has 5,999 yards. So pretty much 6,000. He averages 1,000 yards a season with the bottom of the barrel.
He dumbass young, huh? What is he, like 26?
Yeah, and he did like Jacksonville. I remember him saying, I hate leaving the city because I love it so much. It's just I can't.
They let him go because he had the ACL. Remember, they just
they gave up on him, and that's why he was all upset. So now it's like you got Urban Meyer there, and now you're gonna bring in the best quarterback prospect potentially in the last 10 to 20 years on paper, Trevor Lawrence, who we're looking at as like the Messiah. It's the most number one pick we've thought of in the last decade. Like no doubt about it. It doesn't matter how good Fields played in that championship. If you picked Fields over him or any other player,
it's the most sure thing since Andrew Luck, supposedly.
You're putting your career on the line if you don't draft Trevor Lawrence number 1. And if I'm Allen Robinson, I say, wow, I get to go back there, sign a big contract, have a sure thing at quarterback, an exciting coach. That sounds awesome. T.Y. Hilton on the Packers would be awesome too. I know that was on the field too. I think that would be a perfect receiver for Aaron Rodgers. Probably not as expensive as the others. I think Devontae Adams he can stretch the field. He can do anything. That guy's amazing, but he's best as a possession receiver. He's gonna body you up. He's extremely physical. So to have a guy that can go deep and can catch the balls, not drop them every other game, like MVS, Lazard, all these guys, they've had their moments because Aaron Rodgers gives you opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. So at some point, you're going to shine. You're in the NFL for a reason. But no one makes Aaron Rodgers better on that team. No one helps him out like that. And the only person we mentioned was Aaron Jones, who's probably gone. So bringing in T.Y. Hilton, I think, would revamp his career. And Aaron Rodgers would have a beautiful deep threat.
Yeah, just came. I like
Okay, Justin?
I like. Hey, Bogart, I need your help on this one because I'm going with Chris Godwin, and why?
Oh, because he has God and win in his name.
Yeah, exactly. And a team that needs that is the Baltimore Ravens because they need a wide receiver 1, and they have cap space to afford a receiver like Chris Godwin. So they need to bring him in there so you could get Marquise Brown in the role that he should be playing as the wide receiver 2 to stretch that field and get Chris Godwin out there in that wide receiver 1 role.
Greg Roman likes the slot receiver.
Is this just like a thing with you two, like as a 49ers fucking superpower? Like I put you two next to each other and you guys like Wonder Twin powers activate. Like, what the fuck was that?
I got no one got mine. I got me one.
That time?
Yeah,
I got me one. No one got mine.
The tag team. Hey, Earl Thomas tried that last time, and we know how that worked out.
Yeah, that's why I went with the Baltimore Ravens with my tag team.
God damn it, Bogart, your turn.
Listen, hey, I'm gonna go with someone who is also gonna be cheap, based on not his talent, but his lack of production due to his draft capital, and it's Cory Davis. I think Cory Davis, he played under Matt LaFleur. They needed number 2. Bang, send him over to Green Bay. That would be murder.
Yeah.
Cory Davis and goddamn Devontae Adams,
Man,
bro.
that'd be scary.
Yeah. Okay. You know what I mean? And MVS, he'll
What
come
did you
back
say it
for
would
cheap.
be? He's on
murder. Hey, let's keep the Ja Rule going. John Rule's been backstage, bro.
Ja Rule, he just waits for that applause and no one gives it back to him. That's it, bro.
Hey,
What is Ja thinking?
He's still waiting, bro. It's 2021. He's still waiting there for that applause, dog.
Hey, Ja, you better record Rumboy's theme song, all right? Fuck it. I don't care. It ain't costing me shit.
Just in case you guys are wondering, he just came out with a new song.
Did
he? Don't.
Ja Rule? I mean, that's the theme of the show. We gotta look. We gotta look.
I don't even know. It just happened. Dude, no, bro. I mean, he said some shit about the stock market, and I was like, you don't have no right to talk about ripping people off. Like,
his new song is actually about the Fire Festival.
Oh man,
Fire Festival, Fire Festival, take my money.
That's bad.
Bro, I was so pissed about that.
Shame on all of you that bought a ticket. I'm sorry.
I almost did. I almost
did. Robbie.
I didn't. I almost did. I wanted to. It was.
I didn't even know him. How did
you know about that? Yeah,
hear about this.
I used to work in the music industry. I used to work in the music industry, part hip hop, part R&B, and part EDM. A big part EDM. Because that's
I was a semi-professional DJ for 3 years, but I heard about it the year after. A buddy that I used to DJ with was like, I actually got offered to play at that with Adventure Club, and then they just backed out at the last second.
I was in Iraq during
dude.
Crazy.
Bro, no, I was working in the music industry during that. Actually, I had just booked Black Tiger Sex Machine here.
Ooh.
Big shout to BTS Black Tiger Sex BTSM Black Tiger Sex Machine. But I just booked them here back in like 18, and they were like, yeah, like, you know, we heard about this festival, like, you know, probably gonna perform out there, like, are you gonna be promoting it? And I was like, no, like, I never got nothing information about this. So like a week later, I got an email, and I was like, this shit can't be fucking real. I was like, hell no. And I had no idea who was investing in it or who any of the people were that had a hand in it. And I used to work with No Sleep Entertainment. You guys, if you guys are out in the San Diego, like LA area, Damascus Entertainment, like EDM, like that shit is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like that's who I used to work with. And fucking
That's awesome.
like we were like, no, we're not in on this. Like, fuck no, we're not working this. Like, and then a documentary came out later on Netflix.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, well, my life is fucking. I've been in a lot of small circles, dude.
I feel that for sure.
But we're gonna go ahead and get into one more break, and then we have a couple more topics to close out your Friday night for you guys. I'll end out the wide receiver take: Marvin Jones, Washington, because we're gonna get Matt Stafford there. Right.
That's a sneaky fit. Yeah.
That might take it short, simple, and sweet. Like, I'm not even gonna go into stats. It's just because I'm a fan of the team, and that's just what we're gonna do.
Yeah, Robinson, because you're gonna get your biscuit.
Robin Hood said you're gonna get your. That was a fucked up joke.
I know. But there you go. Now you know what it's like to be a Texans fan.
I'm like, I like have
fucking 100% correct.
I have like a toss up between these two music videos. Like, I don't know if I want to take it to Texas or like I got this joint that Justin gave me. I feel like I want to.
Justin, do the drop from Justin.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to keep this one West Coast with the best coast. You already know what the fuck it is. There is a rapper in this music video. You can actually try and find Justin in this somehow.
Oh, cameo.
Yeah.
We're taking a break. Nice. I'm about to burn. I couldn't find time to like roll some, man.
You just told me too. Like, I was
zooming kind of hard. I was like,
I'm gonna watch the video.
You're good.
I would have rolled it for you and then fucked you.
Pause.
Thank you.
And we'll fuck with each other.
Shout out to Mel Brooks.
Yeah, I know.
Folks with each other.
To Mel Brooks.
Well, we are going to keep this on the West Coast with the best coast. I know that the West Coast is rocking with us. East Coast, y'all have probably fucking died out right now, and it's all love. It's all good.
Come on, you got 1109. They still with us. Come on.
Yeah, they rocking. You know, they're not nocturnal. They're not nocturnal in New York.
I saw a bunch of zeros.
You may recognize a famous rapper, Slaughterhouse, Big Up, Shitty 2.0, What's Good, Shitty Aftermath, Interscope. Don't fucking copyright us because we fucking love you and we're shouting you out. That's why. LBC. Let's go. Crooked Eye.
On the night, no, I ain't doing right. Maneuver through my grind, soon as I choose my vice. I'm more like Lex Luthor, nah, I ain't Superman. That's how I do it, fam, nah, I ain't Superman. We on the night, no, I ain't doing right. Maneuver through my grind, soon as I choose my vice. I'm more like Lex Luthor, nah, I ain't Superman. That's how I do it, fam, nah, I ain't Superman.
I'm a villain like Lex Luthor, slinging that purple ring with my Apollonia chick, and my bitch is a sex shooter. Probably my next ex, but it's sex in my ex future, so I'm her man's worst nightmare, something like Fred Krueger. Make him break out in tears, cause the bank account is on smash like wholesaling ass. We getting cake out the rear, and I'm on that hard shit that ain't gon' play out for years. You on that soft shit, clean the gay out your ears. Man, I'm rolling in my passengers real nice. She popped a Zanny in my convertible, now her top got peeled twice. Then she took off her shirt, so her top got peeled thrice. Then she gave me top to the 4 tops in real life. Lex Luthor, my nigga, you could be Clark Kent, while I'm switching Lois Lane, hiding behind dark tent. Puffin' kryptonite, hitting the sunset strip tonight. Lean mixed with Sprite, yeah, motherfucker, this the life.
We on the night, no, I ain't doing right. Maneuver through my grind, soon as I choose my vice. I'm more like Lex Luthor, nah, I ain't Superman. That's how I do it, fam, nah, I ain't Superman. We on the night, no, I ain't doing right. Maneuver through my grind, soon as I choose my vice. I'm more like Lex Luthor, nah, I ain't Superman. That's how I do it, fam, nah, I ain't Superman.
Lex Luthor, me and my lyrical hookah. Had to kill him in the booth, that's the truth. Credentials moolah. Used to drive the homies moving dolphins like Don Shula. Just doing my Don do-up. Some couldn't handle power. Hit some cats as cowards. We killing Superman. No Dwight Howard. Nima so villainous, simply the illest villain. I'm the lady's kryptonite. Say hello to the bad guy. I'm so Bane on a dark night. My heart feels no pain. I'm just addicted to the fast life. Cash rules, baby, what's your vice? Pusher man, I could be that guy. Living good dope, so she needs that line. We own the night. Motherfucker, I'm cold as ice. Nemo Pacino, devil's advocate, hazardous. Dr. Manhattan, cancerous. And now Superman is dead, dog. It's quiet on the set. Oh!
We on the night, no, I ain't doing right. Maneuver through my grind, soon as I choose my vice. I'm more like Lex Luthor, nah, I ain't Superman. That's how I do it, fam, nah, I ain't Superman. We on the night, no, I ain't doing right. Maneuver through my grind, soon as I choose my vice. I'm more like Lex Luthor, nah, I ain't Superman.
Okay.
That's how I do it, fam, nah, I ain't Superman.
Hey, you got that life? Huh? You got that life? Yeah, I'm about my money. Right amount, I had your life. Matter of fact, I had your wife. Check for me, she bought my night. Sneaker wars, you like the spike, assorted colors. Mike and Knight, top flight, so official. Cross the line, face the pistol. Kaepernick, 49er, all gold, stay shining. Infamous, ass Casey, shoe game, psycho. Super crazy, my super cool, straight from the 80s, I might go. Back to the future, Mr. Marty McFly. Trendsetter, been better than your favorite top 5. Who am I? The venomous villain. Call me Luther, the one you love to hate, but you never dare speak of. Mastermind genius, Secret Six the meanest. Megatron monster dressed in black, murder theme shit, blowing that kryptonite. I killed the whole game, and I killed Superman with one mic.
We on the night, no, I ain't doing right. Maneuver through my grind, soon as I choose my vice. I'm more like Lex Luthor, nah, I ain't Superman. That's how I do it, fam, nah, I ain't Superman. We on the night, no, I ain't doing right. Maneuver through my grind, soon as I choose my vice. I'm more like Lex Luthor, nah, I ain't Superman. That's how I do it, fam, nah, I ain't Superman.
At the intersection of chivalrous and villainous, my characteristics illustrated in graphic images. Black and white, good and evil plots, box scrimmage in my dreams. I see what the fuck I'm dealing with. I'm drawing a drama, use the marker on my arm to document the rise and fall of my survival through it all. You call it karma luck, death and dishonor to these commoners. Alarming, you're the danger, that's the game You played for long enough. Caked up, shape cut, the face made up. Look at you talking gay stuff, dummy. You not gonna fade us. Money, you chasing funny papers. Wait your pay stubs, huh? Give us some credit, son. Your numbers ain't replacing us. 10K gracious. Thanks for your support. Take whatever part you cast me in Academy Award. Nima tab me in. Scene action, collabing with the team captain. Shaving troller, play the role. I'm Gene Hackman.
We on the night, no I ain't doing right. Maneuver through my grind, soon as I choose my vice. I'm more like Lex Luthor, nah, I ain't Superman. That's how I do it, fam, nah, I ain't Superman. We on the night, no I ain't doing right. Maneuver through my grind, soon as I choose my vice. I'm more like Lex Luthor, nah, I ain't Superman. That's how I do it, fam, nah, I ain't Superman.
Choose the vice, and I do it right, and then I do it right. Hey, yo, that shit vibing. It's a
It's a bop, bro. It's a bop, bro.
It's a
You know, as a comic book nerd, I was super hype about that.
Bro, it was.
The Lex Luthor was dope. Yeah, I heard a few sports references in there too.
Yeah. Bro, you have
was
no
it
idea
Don
how
Shula with the Dolphins? I heard Don Shula and the Dolphins or something like that. I was like, ooh.
You have I'm a 49er fan, and I got a Seahawk fan to mention Colin Kaepernick during the day after the Super Bowl where Colin Kaepernick played. So I was pretty proud of myself to get him to do that.
Justin, does this not bring goosebumps to you real quick? Some people can read War and Peace and come away with thinking it's a simple adventure story. Others can read the back of a chewing gum wrapper and unlock the secrets of the universe.
Yeah,
let's go.
Or a Snapple cap.
Really quick. A lot of you guys have been seeing a lot of music and stuff that we've been pushing. Let us know if there are up and coming artists, and let up and coming artists know whether you're on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, whatever the case it may be. We are opening this up worldwide. So I'm talking, bring that UK drill shit. LA, represent. Dirty South, stand the fuck up. Bay Area, I want to hear that shit. You know, I want to hear, I've been reaching out to DZ Hollow on TikTok recently, you know?
Okay.
Like, yo, all up and coming artists, all artists trying to get that exposure. We will purposely be splitting the profits for whatever music is played on these episodes. We're not caring about monetization. Saturdays, the day after the Super Bowl, okay, we are launching our very first. It'll probably start off with 10 videos. We're trying to launch it to where we have 20 videos in rotation, and then we're just going to start filtering out the old videos for the new videos. Old school TRL, old school 106 in Park, Rumboyz Fantasy Network. This is for the culture. If you guys know up and coming artists, we're gonna be spinning their shit. We're gonna be spinning their tracks.
Yeah, Bo Garson Daily is what they're gonna call it.
Garson Daily.
Dude.
Oh, Bogart.
Get a fucking book. Write this shit. Like,
Rumboyz Live.
I'm an elephant.
Generations from now need to read this. Like, this is going to be the holy grail. It's the next Indiana Jones, but it's not even going to be Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Bogart's never written anything down in his life. He just memorizes.
My skull is a crystal skull.
That movie was terrible. I want that time back.
Rumboyz Live, one of our brand new shows coming to you guys. For the culture, we're going to be talking everything from it's going to be centered around music, but we're still going to toss in some sports. We'll toss in some sneaker talk for all of you stock heads out there. We'll toss in some business talk. You know, we're going to have special guests. We're doing it for you guys. We're doing it for what this generation is influenced by.
I'm doing it to make myself rich, but I want to help you guys too.
Exactly. While you're on it, Robbie,
stocks give me money.
Don't forget about the Super Bowl pregame, man.
Yep, Super Bowl pregame show. Also, Super Bowl pregame show this Sunday. You have not one, but two shows, two networks coming to you guys. You have the Clock Management Fantasy Football Podcast. We will be pre-recording. Justin's going to talk to all you fellas afterwards, staff especially. But we're going to first have his show, and then we are also going to have him on our show afterwards for the Rumboyz Fantasy Network NFL Super Bowl pregame kickoff show right before, the weekend. Everybody takes stage and everything like that. We're going to get you guys set up for the Super Bowl. We're going to be going over Super Bowl props. We're going to have a lot of analysts pulling up. We're going to be having giveaways presented by Clock Management Fantasy Football and the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. I'm going to talk to the Monkey Knife Fight, see if we can get them in on it too.
And most importantly, we're going to have drinks.
We do have
Monkey Knife Fight giveaways. We do. We have Monkey Knife Fight merch, $25 merch cards. You know what I'm saying? It's for promo. It's a promo code GMM
You got
special.
it.
You know what I mean?
got it.
And yes, this will be up for grabs during the Super Bowl. We can get you some baseball shirts. You know what I'm saying? The MKF. Hey, the MKF joints is kind of fly.
They are
You know what I
fly.
mean? The monkey with the knives on it, bro. Like, come on.
Oh yeah.
He's got
They're throwing up the X.
acting.
So we're gonna have food. We're gonna have food covered for you guys. Game day recipes. We're gonna have game day mixology brought to you guys from our very own bartender,
For the love of Sundays.
John, for the love of Sundays. So you're not gonna want to miss it. Super Bowl Sunday is going down. We're gonna have you covered from wake up. We're gonna have you from wake up to bake up. Let's go.
I love it.
Final segment of tonight.
That's like 2 minutes when I wake up till I bake up.
It takes you that long, bro? Shit.
I gotta use the restroom
I
sometimes.
smoke before I even brush my teeth. Fuck it.
No, 100%.
I'm like,
Hey.
then I brush, but gotta get fresh after.
I'll roll
right?
out, yeah.
I'm gonna brush my teeth,
on the
then
ground.
smoke. I mean,
It's like, come here, baby. Come here, baby.
This is not like pouring the milk in the cereal, bro. This is not that. This
It's
like
I say, come here, baby. I bring the bogey. Come here.
I smoke, then I brush my teeth, and I'm fresh. Come on,
Hey.
like what's you know what I'm saying?
Only it's logical.
With there being no combine this year, how much more important has the Senior Bowl been for your scouting needs, and who has stood out?
Oh, let me get him.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, listen, I ain't gonna front. This is why I wanted to go first because I ain't really checked too much out of the Senior Bowl because we never really paid attention to this that intensely. But the fact that there is no combine, we're kind of scrutinizing the fuck out of this joint. But I was waiting for the J Love footnotes, so that was kind of my cop out. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait for J Love's footnotes, and then I'll be like, all right, boom, right. But
Shout out to our scout.
I will
Shout
say
out to our department.
the importance of this joint, like this shit was mad importante because, like teams are doing like second interviews on guys. You know what I mean? Like like they're treating it like a combine. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like while they're in the building, and I don't know how they choose the coaching staffs to handle this, but
I think it's was it the Panthers and
yeah,
Dolphins?
It was Panthers and the
yeah,
Dolphins.
this year. But I don't know how they choose it every year. But I know Belichick. I know he's done it a number of times, right? And goddamn Brian Flores, he's a product of Belichick. That's kind of you get the first dibs, first look. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, O'Brien was there 1 year too, and he's another Belichick disciple.
there you go.
Najee Harris was pulled off to the side. Yeah. But
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to Najee. Najee Harris give me money. You know what I'm saying? Gonna fuck up all the Myles Gaskin shares for everybody. You know what I mean? When he
Not
goes
for me.
there. But yes,
Give me anybody
You mean
named Miles.
wearing a battle red jersey, baby?
They did pull him aside. They pulled him aside. You know what I mean? As far as standouts, you know what I mean? I did the one highlight I watched is probably the only thing that's resonating with me is I seen Mac Jones, kind of look like he, first of all, Mac Jones
Pre-injury today, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, like you know what I mean? He's one of those guys. He's gonna be one of those mid first rounds for sure, and the Senior Bowl is gonna be something they're looking at it. Yeah, I know. Don't do it. I don't want him. But you know what, though? He's the Mac, bro. He's the Mac. Let's go.
Return of the Mac.
Rest in peace, Mac Dre.
Right? Exactly. He's gotta go. He's gotta come to the Bay, right? The return of the Mac.
My favorite song ever.
Return of the Mac.
Ever.
I
I request it everywhere I go.
That's my favorite song. That's my
Robbie,
favorite
I'm at a coffee
song.
shop. I request it.
Robbie, I'm about to send you something. Okay?
All right,
Is it your favorite song?
Did you get that
It's
thing?
me dancing to my favorite song. Uncut.
Oh.
Everyone else keep talking. Robbie just watched it.
Publishing. Send it to Robbie. Oh, I thought he was gonna share it. I was gonna say, hold on.
I'm gonna send it to Robbie, and Robbie can do with it what he will.
Send it to me. Yeah, go ahead, Justin.
How are we gonna not have the combine though? Then, like, how am I gonna know which quarterback has the smallest hands? How am I gonna know who does the most bench press?
Man,
Like,
I love
this
that
is
none of that
important
stuff
information
really
I need.
matters.
You know, like otherwise, I won't know which quarterback, can can't run the 40-yard dash
And
Like,
look
this is
good in
important.
underwear.
Yeah, exactly.
The underwear Olympics, bruh.
We're not going to get another Tom Brady versus DK Metcalf shirtless picture. These are things we're going to miss
Robbie,
out on.
turn the volume up.
Like we're upset.
I'm about to beat myself
we're
and watch this.
missing out on actual information we need to know before drafting. Like, I gotta know who can squat the most because those thighs obviously are what matters. Like we've seen it time and time again. That's on. Yeah, this vertical. I need to know who could jump the highest from a standing position. It doesn't matter if you're running. Who cares if you're running? When are you running on a football field? I need to know from a standing position who can jump the highest. That's important, guys. Like I'm so upset that
I
we're
love
not
the
doing
crash
that.
sarcasm. It works.
Like we're just not going to do this, and we're not going to know
need
it.
the
We might as well
underwear
just.
Olympics.
Yeah, we can't even have a draft after this, guys. So like it's so bad.
I totally agree. And my name is Jack Easterby.
It's not gonna happen.
Hey, hold up. I got some shit for y'all. Hold on.
Okay. Hold on. Are we gonna get copywritten?
No, I muted it.
Okay, yeah, rock that then. I need to see it because your reaction.
All right. Don't worry. I will sing this in the motherfucking bathroom. Hold on. We're gonna go Chrome tab. We're gonna share Twitter.
Y'all are in for a treat. I fucking guarantee it.
Hold on.
All right, hold on,
man.
You built it up. You built it up pretty strong. Man.
Oh, he's dancing somewhere.
Oh. I gotta replay back. Yo,
Yeah,
look
throw
at
it in there,
Chris.
back.
Is this another like Scarlet takes a tumble like type shit?
No,
Like,
bro. Like he is
only skills, bro.
This Chris?
Yeah,
I can't hear
The
anything.
Halloween party? No, you don't need to hear
Muted
anything.
because there's music.
dog.
I got some good stuff like that.
Yes.
Some good moves.
You don't want to see that.
though,
Though.
He got moves, man.
Hey Chris, I gotta ask you, what's
bro.
what's the board game in the middle?
Yeah, what is that? You're playing Chinese
You
checkers?
just passed out from that.
You know, like
got-
Jumanji.
I got the dancing
They're playing
captain.
Jumanji, bro.
I had
All
this
right,
Pokemon board game where you roll dice and it was a
Senior
drink.
Bowl, bro. Thoughts on the
Yeah.
Senior Bowl? Who stood
I
out?
mean, dude, Senior Bowl is, like you all mentioned, not something that we've been accustomed to paying attention to
Giving a fuck
extremely
about?
hard. Yeah, exactly. Obviously, it's been combine and half the stuff, like you also mentioned, unnecessary shit too. But there are certain things I think more for skill position players. I enjoy the combine more. I mean, like you mentioned, quarterbacks, stuff like that. I don't think the combine matters at all. But there are certain things that stand out to me with certain skill position players sometimes that we might miss out on. I'm not sure if anyone's able to still do a pro day or not. I would assume that you can still do that since it's something internally.
They
So
can
at
do
that
like private
point,
ones and
right,
record them and
exactly,
submit them,
exactly,
stuff like that.
exactly.
Then you get the non-official 40 times, so everybody's breaking
Right.
records, bro.
Right,
They're all
exactly.
breaking records.
I just ran a 3.6. But we got the Senior Bowl. I got a couple guys at my network Unwrapped that really follow the Senior Bowl actually every single year, including college sports as a whole. And I think in the fantasy football community, I've noticed a lot of people are high on Tylan Wallace this year. It seems to be a my guy for so many people, and it's for them too. They've been funneling this into me for like 2 months now, showing me tape, all this different stuff on Tylan Wallace. And
The landing spot's important though.
right, exactly. He continues to impress. The thing is, like Jamie Newman, the guy that balled out at Wake Forest and tried to go to Georgia but then sat out. I just saw a mock from an ESPN guy after the Senior Bowl saying that they're looking at a 6th-round draft projection on him. So to see how draft stock still is plummeting like that, even with the Senior Bowl, it's interesting because it still has the same impact, and the scouts are still watching it the same. But like you guys mentioned, Mac Jones, it helped his value, top 15. It looks like he's locked in now. And then other guys like Alex Leatherwood, who's one of my favorite offensive linemen in this draft, he did all right, So it's looking like 2nd round now when he should have been 1st. I mean, you guys all saw that video on Kadarius Toney where he
Damn it, you took my pick.
shoot this guy out of his shoes. Like it was the most insane separation, but then drops the ball. Like it was just the equivalent of crossing someone out of their mind on the basketball court. Yeah, and then
it was literally a basketball move.
And brick it. But then then you brick the shot, you know. So, but I do
I
like.
don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't.
It's just easy getting ready. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. It's the butler. It's the butler.
Okay. I was about to switch to beer. Okay. Steezy's here. I'm staying with the champagne.
But I think it's cool. Like I mentioned a couple names. Tylen Wallace, he needed that. Mac Jones. Other than that, it's the Senior Bowl. We'll see what the prospects are saying and how the interviews go and stuff. Because they're all going to be virtual. It's a little bit different. It's harder to get a connection like that. But these teams do their homework. They've been vetting these guys for a long time. I don't think it's going to really deter. I mean, we saw this virtual draft process and all this stuff pretty much last season. And this draft class was stellar. And you couldn't tell that there was a lack of an offseason throughout this season. So I think it's going to be the same.
Okay.
God dang, Perry.
Fuck. Who's next? Oh,
Perry,
shit.
Perry, I kind of like you. You also have the same name as my co-host, so
I was waiting back.
Wait, there's another Perry out there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually linked up online on Twitter with literally he found me Perry L. Aston or something. It's like my full name. I was
I'm friends with like 3 other Justin Lampkins, and
Really?
one of them's this redneck white dude, the other one's this black dude also from the South. And like I love the 3, they're all
You guys should start a barbershop quartet.
I communicate with all of them more than people I actually know.
All my at names are just my first and last name, Perry Aston. So when he contacted me, I noticed
also realized that's also the only time I've ever said my full name. So
he puts a period.
But I knew what your last name was because it comes out that way on my phone for some reason. I have your email. I don't know.
It's because it's part of the government.
Yeah, exactly.
The government owns me.
I already had your last name without asking for some reason.
Peacock's been watching for a minute. He's like, I know your last name, bro. No, but it's funny when you see those name twins and stuff. But yeah, no, I mean, I took he has to put a period in between every single name.
There was a 4th Justin Lampkin. He blocked me because he was super emo. And he had always post all these super negative things like, oh, God, I hate my life. It's so horrible. And I was like, dude, stop posting shit like this. You're giving me a bad name.
Oh my God!
There's only one Bogart Scott.
Don't tell the truth. Shame on you.
Yeah, there was a Miles Peacock that played basketball for Georgia Tech, and he was pretty decent. He was a starter. He used to run down.
Oh yeah, bro, you need to get his jersey,
I wish
bro.
Easy was in here because growing up there was a Tom Lampkin for the Seattle Mariners.
Yeah.
And at school, like as a kid, I used to always get asked if I was fucking related to this dude.
I want to get a Brad Peacock jersey, and ask for,
absolutely. I said yes because like my teachers were fucking Mariner fans. You think I'm gonna tell them no? I'm like, yeah, better change my F to a fucking B.
I'm his godson. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
sorry, Uncle's busy this weekend.
Probably the only reason I passed.
Do you feel any way on the topic? You feel any way on the topic, bro?
Sorry.
Sorry.
I bogarted that.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah,
Combine. I don't care.
That Lampkin kid looks really good.
God damn it! All right, well, there's Peacock's take. He just went.
No, I'm just saying that for Justin. Name. But anyway. But I can,
What's that point in the show, though? This is
a black screen and he's muted.
But this is
2.5 hours later.
I was gonna say this is why we put this subject last because you know what I mean. Like
his screen isn't coming up, is what it is.
Robbie, can I hit the one topic that we missed though?
Sure, go ahead.
I want to talk about this because I mean it's not football related, right?
Thanks. He had a terrible outing. Anyway.
But it's MMA, so I mean it's not as much. But like I love me some. Well, it's not MMA. It's MMA and boxing.
Oh, you're talking about Conor getting knocked out this past weekend?
No. Jake Paul posted a video.
We haven't skipped that topic. We're not even there yet, Justin. What the
you
fuck?
said this was the last topic.
I did not say it.
You did say that. You're like, here's our last topic, and we're gonna.
I was like, bro, I was excited about this.
No, we have one more. We have one more before that last topic. Damn it!
Okay,
Drive me home, Robbie. You're in the driver's seat.
I was
Baby.
gonna say,
Take me home.
I
Take
shared
me
that video
home.
with you guys yesterday when I saw it.
Call the Uber. Call the Uber.
One player that you missed out on. Wait, really quick on this.
Oh yeah, we got that one too.
Hey, can we just say if it wasn't the year that we came up, we don't give a fuck about the Reese's Senior Bowl.
The only Senior Bowl player that I care
You know
about is Kadarius Toney. You did your thing, and that's really what I feel like the biggest highlight is.
I was gonna say though that I
who
would actually watch the Senior Bowl in years past because of the linemen, and I would like look at how they practice on the highlights and like pancake blocks and how they did with double teams.
Well, they had me at Reese's.
John Ross had a great.
Reese's give me money.
Also, they need to run the 40 with full gear.
So did MVS.
Yeah,
so did Darius Hayward Bay.
So did Carson Wentz.
Like Tom Brady had an atrocious one, so I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
And linemen, I feel like are like tight ends where it's like they don't break out their rookie year.
Alrighty, and now I have fucking.
I was listening though. I was with you, Justin.
I was with Justin up until he said that.
No. Stop
Tight
it.
ends.
Stop it. Stop. Damn it. All right. Who is one player that you missed out on in fantasy football last year that you are definitely going to at least attempt to grab in majority of your drafts this year? And we actually start with Steezy.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
What's one player that you're not missing out on in drafts this year?
Switching back to champagne.
You talking about fantasy drafts?
Like a player, the player you might have missed out on, like
This
last
year
season.
you will not miss out on next year.
Bro, hey, my fault real quick. My fault. My shit was tweaking.
No, it's all good, bro. This shit happens.
You're good.
This shit happens, bro. This show
That's
gets
not your
too
fault.
turned.
That's the butler's fault. We all know.
Oh, good.
Tell them to get on that Wi-Fi.
Y'all be on that shit, man.
That's what you're paying for.
What was I gonna say? Man, I gotta say Stephon Diggs because last year going into drafts, I wasn't seeing them being drafted until round 6, round 7, and every time I came close to round 6, round 7, I'd be like, you know what, Josh Allen, he's too inconsistent. You know what, Josh Allen, he's not accurate. You know what, Josh.
I'm
Allen,
guilty of that too, bro.
bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? So you feel me? And so this year,
I believed in them all along.
I was in 4 leagues, right? I was in 4 leagues. 2 of
I
them,
won a lot of money because of Josh Allen.
2 of them, I was in the championship round. But all 4 of my leagues, I was like, I'm staying away from Stephon Diggs. But, bro, seeing what he did this year, oh, my goodness. He led the league in receptions, led the league in yards, led the league in what else? And so next year, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him. I'm going to be targeting him in round 2, maybe even the back end of round 1. But this year, I know for a damn fact, I'm not going to miss out. I'm not going to miss out or skip on Stephon Diggs.
Okay,
shout out to Diggs, bro.
Yeah, I was in a crap ton of leagues, 14 and then 15. You want to count a best ball and stuff. So I feel like I covered the field pretty well. I made the playoffs in 13 out of those 14 leagues that I was counting, and then I made. Yeah, dude, and then I made semis and whatever. It comes down
Talk
to
that shit, Peacock.
I only won 2 championships. But I had a whole field of guys, right? And it's weird though. The guy I didn't have was the guy that Justin always talks about. I didn't have Dalvin Cook, and the only reason I didn't have him is because I had other guys right around him. Okay, but that's out of all of them, dude. I didn't have
Dalvin Cook kind of fell a lot. He kind of fell.
You're gonna go Dalvin Cook.
No, well, I mean, that's what I'm gonna say. It's not hard. I can't target him. I have to have a pick somewhere where he might fall in the first round.
Miles, is there one that you're gonna go after?
No, I don't have anybody to go after.
Right,
They come where they may. I play in a lot of leagues. Sorry.
You're up.
He's gonna get them all.
I didn't have.
It's like Pokemon. He's saying.
I got them all.
You gotta get
that's
them all.
fine. This take is not feasible for you. That makes sense. It's okay.
No, it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. It's hard.
Spin.
I don't go after players. They fall to me.
Hypothetically fucking speaking.
I
had
know,
everybody.
man. I'm gonna go. I didn't get Derrick Henry in any league last year. I love me some Derrick. I love me some Derrick Henry. I don't know. I know he's a top guy, but like
no, that's
you gotta have a top 5 pick.
I don't know. I just
minimum.
he's a stud. Guy's a fucking bulldozer.
I love that pick, and I hate where I have him ranked currently. So I love it.
Like there's so many guys, like I had Stephon Diggs, I had Keenan Allen, like I had these guys.
Yeah, you went running back early.
But I had I drafted Zeke. I mean,
I'm a
but I mean,
Cowboys fan. Come on,
I got
bro.
Zeke in the 7th pick in one draft, though. I mean, preseason.
And you was like,
Yeah, that's amazing.
I was
That's
sitting
amazing
pretty,
value.
right? I
Right?
had Zeke, Aaron Jones, and Josh Jacobs as my running backs and Josh Allen, Stephon. Like I had the team. I missed the fucking playoffs in this team. Wow.
Fuck.
How?
Hey, but you know that's
Yeah,
week to
happens.
week. That's schedule.
Pretty weak shit.
That's your league schedule. Yeah.
This team, I won most points. I won most
Perry?
points, by the way.
It's got to be Mike Evans for me. I missed out on him on all my leagues, and I think he's just an absolute machine. It doesn't matter who's at quarterback. It's not just Tom Brady either. I mean, he's had at least 12 touchdowns in 3 seasons.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's just absolutely fucking awesome. He's a 1,000-yard receiver.
He's
like
an
it's
overachiever
nothing.
for sure.
Yeah, I think he's fantastic, and I think with Godwin potentially leaving, it will open up even more opportunities. So give me Mike Evans. That's my guy.
Chris?
All right. Super unpopular opinion, but I want the Viz. I want Laviska Shenault Jr. out of that Jacksonville Jaguars
Yeah, I like
offense.
that. I like that.
Nice.
Trevor
Yeah,
Lawrence
some
gonna be
late-
there.
I have
You're
Shenault.
gonna get him late. You're gonna get him late.
Yep. That's
He's
why I
coming.
like
He's
it.
coming to my orgies.
That's a
I like
dynasty.
it.
He's getting an invitation, Laviska.
Spin got that
Hey,
joke from me.
Yes.
With the poorest quarterbacks that he had last year, let me get an ism according to Robbie, right? With the poorest quarterbacks that he had last year, he still had a 14.7% target share. That's leading the team, including James Robinson, who played phenomenal out of his mind.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to J Rob the Mob.
Yeah, no shit, right? And his air yards per target, super good. He's beating these guys off. Like these cornerbacks cannot contain him.
He's
So
beating them off.
beating him off. Yes, I did it.
Somebody, yes.
Big boss.
We're looking at a 10.2 yards of receptions on this cat. So Laviska Shenault, aka Biz, aka whatever you want to call this guy, out of Colorado.
Hey, he'll run that thing too.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
What?
He'll fuck around and run that ball too.
The dude runs angry.
Yeah.
The dude plays
I love him,
angry, and
dude.
that's what you want to like. He's a,
With a name like Laviska Shenault,
I think he averaged like 2 carries a game. Or like 1.5.
He's a running back at the wide receiver position. If you watch his college film out of the
He's
bowl,
like bigger Debo.
College film.
What?
Oh, Justin.
All right. Give me 1 second. I'm sorting something right here. Okay, I'm ready. All right. So I'm just upset right now because I couldn't believe this guy fell to me. I'm like, all right, I selected like 8 people. I'm going through my rankings, my stats, and I'm like, all right, I got like 8 people selected because this guy's definitely going to be gone by the time he gets to me. After we got all these people talking, that's Justin Jefferson. Like,
see, I had him in there. I traded for him.
I just took him as I took Watson and Jefferson in the only dynasty league that I just drafted in this last week, and I was like, I need Jefferson.
We aren't even on a
trade all
fucking
year.
live
I
draft
did-
right
I
now, and
traded
Justin
for
snipes me.
Justin
Continue.
Jefferson.
yeah. So right, welcome back to. We're going to continue where we left off in 2020. Then Robbie. So,
Damn.
Justin
Same story.
Jefferson, 125 targets. He had 70% catch percent. Like that's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
He had he had 1,400 yards receiving. Amazing. And then the other wide receiver there is about to hit 31 years old as a big body wide receiver with Adam Thielen. And that's usually where you start to see a dip with those bigger bodied wide receivers is at the age of 31. Not saying that he's going to have a huge dip because I don't think that's going to happen. But I do think he'll have a slight dip, which means that more targets for Justin Jefferson. And if he can continue this catch rate, that's just fucking ridiculous. So he's going to continue on the pace he's at. Like, it's not like I expect him to fall off. And if anything, he could have more touchdowns this year. So,
You enjoyed that, didn't you?
Yeah. Let's get some more touchdowns.
I gave Tommy Moe Gaskin.
Give him 12 touchdowns this year. I'm calling it
Go,
right now.
go ahead, Bogart. Go ahead.
You know what? I'm gonna make it kind of like a more positional thing, but I will be specific. I want more Travis Kelce, bro. Like I wasn't I wasn't like I hated fucking like I usually hit on late round tight ends. That's one of my it's one of my gigs, bro. Like I 2 years ago I had a ton of Waller and a ton of Andrews. This year I was hella on Jonnu Smiths and Hayden Hurst and goddamn fucking just all the late motherfuckers, bro. You know what I mean? I'll just grab Travis Kelce in the second round or the 1-2 turnaround. You know what I mean? And call it a day. Like he would have
Depends on your
finished.
pick.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
That's fine.
Hey,
so you're saying.
I'm just saying if I have the opportunity to, because that's what I did. There was plenty of opportunity.
Generally,
to
I
grab.
passed on my tight end. Yeah.
Yeah, I passed on Kelce a ton of times when I could have grabbed him and just called it a day at that position.
Right.
You know
I
what I mean? Like,
the fuck out of that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because we scout enough of these players to get value later in the rounds. Why? Let's go get the rarity. You know what I mean? Like, because that shit is scarce. Yes, that shit is real scarce.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
You know what I mean? And if not, I'm gonna get more Kittle because Kittle, because of the year he had, hopefully he falls to like the 2-3 turnaround.
I think he's gonna get hurt again.
Doesn't matter. If I can't get Kelsey, I'm getting Kittle. I want that. Then if I can't get Kittle, I'm gonna get Waller.
I hate to say that, man.
Waller's my guy, bro. I have him.
I
have him in 5 dynasty leagues, baby.
And I feel like Waller, bro.
Have injuries.
Listen,
I got Waller.
I talked about Waller before.
2 tight end premium.
I'm telling you, Waller's ADP is not gonna go too high, bro. Waller's another one of those motherfuckers. Even though he balled the fuck out. His ADP is still going to be like 4th round.
He was picked at like the 4.10 in the league.
I'll take. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so happy with getting Waller. Like, I want to assure my tight end. That's what I want to do.
Hey, Rob, real quick before you go, I feel like after how much I talked about Dalvin Cook last year, he owes me a % of his jersey sales.
Oh my god!
Or a retweet, either one.
You buy enough of them and give them all away too. He's like,
exactly, yeah.
Like, give me some money.
I gotta go with the homie that averaged 12.9 per catch. Had 87 of them things. Went for 1,100 plus yards. I get only 4 TDs, but don't worry, homie. Don't worry, pimpin'. We gonna get you a second wide receiver this year.
Terry McLaurin.
That's Terry McLaurin.
Ooh, the Scottish lad. Terry McLaurin. The Scottish lad.
Had Terry McLaurin and Allen Robinson leading the way because I went later wide receivers.
That's nice. Rob, why didn't you have him this year?
Because you fucking.
Because I was taking.
Oh, that's right.
Everywhere. How's that? Dial up Terry McLaurin.
Final topic of the night. Video has appeared of Jake Paul training with Jorge Masvidal, who originally knocked out Ben Askren in 5 seconds flat in a UFC match via flying knee. Now, Jake Paul and Askren are fighting in a boxing match, but Jorge's been training him on his striking abilities. Does this increase Jake Paul's chances of winning against an actual MMA fighter? I mean, I say actual with fucking MMA quote or with fucking air quotes, but go ahead, Bogart.
No. You know what I mean? I don't think it necessarily. I think the hype. Yeah, I mean, I love Street Jesus, so actually, I don't think he can do wrong. You know what I mean? So,
Street Jesus.
Street Jesus.
What's his nickname?
Yeah, that's his nickname.
It is.
I know.
It's not. It sounds like something I would make
came up with that.
I know.
It sounds like something I would have made up. I love Street Jesus.
I don't even know who this guy is that we're talking about.
Jorge Masvidal,
bro.
Jorge
Masvidal. Fastest knockout in martial arts history.
The Paul Jakes.
Yeah. You don't need to know.
The dude that just knocked out Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson. He put Nate Robinson out.
You mean the basketball guy that jumped over Shaquille O'Neal? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he was like, "Hey, you know what's funny is that's his claim to fame right now. I knocked out a basketball
let me use
player.
my hand and jump over you."
Like, yo, who's he gonna fight though, bro? Real quick, is there a fight?
Ben Askren. It's Ben Askren. He's fighting Ben Askren.
You can skip over me for this topic because I have zero.
Damn, I hope.
got enough for everything.
I ain't gonna lie. I hope Paul gets his ass beat, bro. Like, come on.
We all want that, but that's not
the question.
Like, he got listen. He needs a prayer. That's why he got straight Jeebus. Straight Jeebus.
I got you. So
ahead,
fucking. Is this a benefit to him?
Yeah, get some real analysis.
Bro, like this isn't going to help him at all, right? Because like the dude this guy never fought him, right? Like this dude talked a lot of shit to him and came in and threw a flying knee knowing that Ben Askren's a wrestler is going to go for a takedown immediately. Yeah. That's how he's won all the fights. So he came in, threw a flying knee immediately because they talked all the shit back and forth, fed up this dude to get him upset to be like, I'm going to take you to the ground and fuck you up, right? So that's what he did. He never threw a single punch. These people are fighting in a boxing match. Jorge, I love the dude, but he's not a fucking boxing coach. Like, he's not a boxer. He's not a boxing coach. This doesn't benefit him like at all.
Jesus.
Like, you could bring in all sorts of other dudes who I've never heard their name, and it's going to benefit you more. Jesus. What this is going to do is sell tickets, though, and that's why they're doing it. Get this dude out there. Hey, this is the dude that knocked him out. They can show that highlight again. It benefits both Jake and it benefits everyone, really. Like, because it's going to sell tickets, get these views on YouTube, on everywhere else. Like, this dude knocked him out in 5 seconds.
So he can save all the godforsaken because he is the savior. Straight Jesus.
God, for real. But he's got nothing to do with boxing. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't even understand the sport. He's never boxed.
Just kick him out of the stream.
No, I love Bogart. But
it's like the hype guy in the background.
It's not beneficial, but all they're doing is building hype because that's what all these fights are about that they do is building hype. It's not about the actual sport. It's not about, is it a good fight? But that's also why he's fighting Ben Askren, and he's not fighting Nate Diaz, who also challenged him because Nate Diaz is an actual boxer.
Nate Diaz, he'll do it.
And then you got Ben Askren, who is a wrestler. That's all he's ever done in his whole life.
Nate Diaz from Stockton, California, bro. Fucking Stockton, get it bracking, bro. Like, he will step out there. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not going for a boxer. He's had boxers put him up that challenge. Who will sell more? Listen,
he wants to win.
Diaz, CT and all. Listen, I'll fight Jake Paul. I'll knock him out for free. Okay, listen.
And I'm not saying that
it's a West Coast bad boy. Stockton, stand up. West Coast gangster.
Bro, I can make fun. Like, I can make fun of the Diaz brothers all day because they sound like they have CTE every time they talk. But those dudes could fucking fight. Like, those dudes are boxers, like legit boxers.
I know. For those that seen Scarface, you get the Diaz brothers reference, by the way.
And Ben Askren is not a boxer. He's not a fighter.
And that's why he's trying to box him, bro. He literally just boxed a basketball player. He's like
a wrestler. That's why he's fighting a wrestler, because he doesn't want to fight a boxer. Right. He wants to continue. He wants to win another fight and try to fight someone who doesn't know what they're doing.
He's trying to optimize his
stay undefeated, right?
His portfolio.
Profit. How can I make the most money right now without getting my ass kicked?
I call Floyd Mayweather. Stay undefeated.
Exactly. Floyd Mayweather.
Good for his bottom line.
Hold on. Well, Justin,
we fight these guys after their prime.
Justin, luckily you get to be here for work for that fight, and you also get to be here for the fucking pregame show. There you go. Good job.
When is that fight? Is this shit like really going down already?
Yeah, it's like in February.
Fine.
Oh shit.
Chris, that's the problem. Is all these boxers offered to fight him.
Justin's not giving up. He's like, no.
Because he ain't trying to fight no boxers, though.
Chris, how do you feel?
He's gonna fight the mechanic next.
I gotta mute Justin.
So, how I feel is, if anyone's ever seen that movie Troy with Brad Pitt in it,
yes,
Robbie at Rumboyz Net is goddamn a legend, because legends never die. They're never afraid to stand up against whatever they have to do and be the front runner. Hashtag, he's not a financial agent. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all don't know about that? Y'all need to know about this shit real fucking quick, okay? Regardless of that, y'all listen to him. I have no idea what I'm talking about right now for this fight. I want to give a shout out to Miles. the MVP cock boy. The dude knows how to take selfies these days. Ladies, if y'all don't know who this guy is,
I didn't know how to do it before, dude.
Dude,
Robbie taught me, dude. Robbie taught me. He sent me a video. He's like,
hey.
look, bro, check this out.
We'll get to Robbie in a second, boy. At Fantasy Spend, my Texan native over here. Y'all gonna follow him. His fantasy knowledge is unparalleled. I'm going to go to my Theta Chi brother in the middle square. Hollywood Squares in the middle. Perry Aston from Unwrapped Sports. Dude, if y'all don't know about this up-and-coming industry guy right here, his Unwrapped Sports business right now is unparalleled. They've got close to 10,000 followers. Let's get this guy to 10,000 followers. Come on, before the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Perry, me, you, and Steezy down here. We're going to do a collab between the three of us, and Robbie is the front runner for that.
Absolutely.
Justin at Clock Management. Bro, it's the first time I've seen you, but I'm pretty sure me and you have we've been interacting for a good hot minute.
Yeah, it's been
You might have been one of my day ones from Clock Management, Justin, and I am ingratiated to you from the get-go, man. Bogard, obviously. Hey, this man, I've always had a man crush on this, like on Bogart, like I've had on Sean McVay. And then right?
Way to pop in. I just popped back in.
Pause, baby. Hey, that's a good way to pop in, though. But Robbie, golly, man, like the dude is a cut above the rest.
You
in the
are
industry.
living in Texas.
Do what?
You said golly.
Yeah,
golly. You are.
Well, I reckon. I reckon
Like,
that's a compliment.
Anyone that might realize this, Robbie is a straight hoot and a half.
Oh,
A hoot and a half, baby.
A knee slap, huh?
Hey,
that's
that real right there, Robbie. Okay. Hey,
That's funny.
we'll take you Texas two-stepping real quick. Hey,
damn.
Hey, tonight, listen to some Roger Kreger.
Oh, let's not do that.
Okay. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I don't know.
Hey, I'm
That was Roger Kreger.
I'll listen to some UGK.
That was Roger Kreger.
Hey, Roger Kreger knows a thing about some Everclear.
Is that like Randy Rodgers?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna focus on
Randy Rodgers.
What was the name again? Kreger.
Roger Kreger.
Roger Kreger.
Hey,
I'm about to dial it up.
Any takes on the fight? Any?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest boxing expert, especially. I like MMA for sure, but I mean, Askren he's a fighter. He's more of a wrestler, but he's fought in the one league and multiple leagues before coming into the MMA and having an underwhelming career. So Bellator. He has more experience, at least in the fighting world, than Mr. Paul here. So I think that he has a much better chance of beating him than Nate Robinson did.
If Askren wins, it resurrects his fighting career.
He's holding down for the culture, as you would say. If he knocks him out, we're all happy. Not one person is sitting there saying, like, damn, I wanted like Logan Paul or Jake Paul, whoever. And by the way, someone kind of confused me. They were like, both brothers fight. And I was like, wait, excuse me? And because I can't tell the difference between the two because I don't follow that much.
Don't worry, bro. They're a bunch of
They're clones.
Truly, I don't know what
government clones.
I don't know which one we're talking about right now. Hence why I went with the Mr. route instead of going with their first name.
Which Steve Rodgers.
I want to see him get his ass knocked out. And
if that is your real name,
I think Askren's funny as fuck. I know he does podcast work sometimes too, and I think he's hilarious with some of the stuff he says, but you're never going to let him forget that flying knee. So we'll see. Hopefully, but Jorge Masvidal, what are you doing, bro? Come on. Like
training.
That's why he's training.
Stay home,
Harry,
bro.
real quick, I disagree though, because Jorge Masvidal, what he's doing is building his brand, right? Like all he's doing is I'm capitalizing on this, right? They're going to get media
it's true.
coverage.
I mean, that's his biggest moment ever. So he's looking
knee brace.
He's looking at this as the only extension of that moment for him. So you're right. He's going to resonate on this moment and push the brand. No, I like that, Justin.
All right, Sven.
I have zero comment.
Cool.
Don't care.
Perfect.
Jake Paul, I don't even know who he is. I have no idea who he is. I don't even care who he is.
Go.
Publicity stunt. Yeah.
Street Jesus, save us all.
Fuck, I'm fucking up. All right, Steezy.
Dude, you keep moving me, I'm gonna throw up from all this motion. You know what I mean? From all this motion sickness, like you gotta stop, bro.
Steezy, close out the show.
The motion sickness is getting me. I'm.
Steezy, close the show. Do you care or not?
You know, on my end, I honestly don't. You know, I think I think he a sucker. I think he's a square.
He is a sucker for real though.
You know, I think he's doing too much. I think he's
doing extra much.
Boxer. I think he needs to get knocked the fuck out. I think that I need to step in the ring with him and check him.
I like Steezy.
Let's go, Steezy.
Steezy.
Make it happen.
Hey, take a shot, man. Come on.
Yo, let's do it. Hey, cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls.
Cheers
What
to
it do?
Steezy.
I fucking love this whole entire crew. I promise you, there may be a new Rumboyz Fantasy Network member by the end of this motherfucker. Okay, when we come back to you guys tomorrow,
Zelda, link to the past, yo.
cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do? Y'all stay blessed. I love each and every single one of you. Y'all rocking with the goddamn Pirate Gang, baby. Let's go. Let's close this bitch out.
Yes, sir.
So what were the betting odds on me being muted more than Bogart this episode?
This is either madness or brilliance.
That's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen.